Guys, good morning. Back to the theater. At the same time, please let me know if you guys can hear me. Everything is. I just opened these two things. I hope it's going to work today. I just tested the chart. Uh, it's not gonna be the same like the desktop mode, like the more clear it is, but it will be okay with the mobile version. I hope so. Should be okay actually. But still, please let me know if you guys are confused which one is. I just write it down like on the end of the like I write it down here, just the normal stream, and the mobile one, the logo is different as well as the name is also different. So if you would love to watch it, it's write it down mobile so that you can understand which one you should watch. So please let me know if everything is cool right now or everything is good. I just need to fix this one because it's really helpful grow the channel. I hope nobody is going to mind. If you have the problem with the mobile one, you can simply come over here to the desktop one. So that's gonna be easier for both of us. I hope everything is good. But at the same time, please let me know if you still have some problem, and if any of you are here on the mobile screen, just let me know that. Okay. I will go toward the calendar at first. As you can see, today is the bank holiday and market. If you come over here and just click on this area, this green button over here, you'll be able to see that the market is going to close around 1 p.m. I mean, it's showing the 12 because of my local time on my laptop. It's gonna be the same thing. Okay, that's why it's showing the 12, but it is going to close around 1 p.m. New York local time. So today's market is an half market. The best decision not to trade today because it's the bank holiday. It can be so choppy, it can be so beautiful. Nobody knows what is going to happen. But if it is bank holiday, no trade should be placed on the chart, but you can try with your paper money or the challenge account. Again, I have no problem, but funded account should be protected. It should be protected. However, tomorrow Tuesday we don't have any kind of important news tomorrow. It's gonna be same like so beautiful. Wednesday morning session trade is not valid because Wednesday we have the FOMC. Yeah, I don't have the meeting, I mean sorry, conference around 2:30, but still this is 2 p.m. FOMC, so morning session can be so choppy, so bad. So if you would love to trade, you can trade from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. New York local time, and I believe that you will get a better or beautiful price action in that time frame, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. That's the area you should trade tomorrow, on one, what to say, I mean the one Wednesday. Thursday, we have some sort of unemployment claims around 8:30 and 10 a.m. Pending home sales, no importance. I don't give any importance to this news, so we are allowed to trade Thursday beautifully. There should not be any kind of problem over there. Friday as well, we have some kind of like new home sales or something around 10 a.m. But 9:45 p.m. we have PMI. So on Friday we have to be careful until 10 a.m. After 10 we are good to go for any kind of trade. So only Wednesday morning session should be avoided, and Friday until 10 a.m. we have to wait for the better price action. Otherwise, every single day is good to go in my opinion, and you have to skip today's price action as it is the bank holiday. These are the things you have to do on Saturday, on Sunday, or Sunday, where you are going to finish your, what is I mean, the weekly analysis. You have to done that beforehand. Okay, everyone, please push the like button, subscribe to our channel. If any of you are new over here, you are not still a subscriber, then please subscribe to our channel. It's a request to all of you. I would love to come over here to the chart, and you can see this is the Dow YM or E-mini Dow Jones. This is the chart from the weekly candle. As you can see, this weekly chart seems like extremely bullish over here. That means market is going higher, retrace, 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 something like that. And last week here, this is the last week candle. It has built the all-time high. Last week market has built the all-time high for Dow Jones, and this week market opens, so far it's over here. If I come to the E-mini S&P, you will be able to see that last week or the before the last market failed to build the all-time high, but it is one-sided run. That means market is only bullish. There is no bearishness on this market, so it's only bullish. market built some kind of all-time high before 2 weeks ago, the all-time high, and last 2 week also it came very near to the all-time high. So it seems like it's still bullish, but some type of consolidation over here. That means sideways candles over here. So on Dow Jones, it's bullish. Yes, it's consolidation of the sideways candle. Let me see what is happening on NQ. And NQ, it seems like that's bearish market. So it was bullish until here, then it seems like an extremely bearish market. So this is contradictory market. First of all, Dow Jones is bullish, ES is sideways, and NQ is bearish. As long as this is not going to be correlated, that means Dow Jones is bearish, ES is bearish, and NQ is bearish, or vice versa, all of these three are bullish. This is gonna be a very difficult market, and we have to accept it. We predicted that from second week of February, market is gonna be beautiful, but unfortunately, this is not correlated yet. The market is not calm yet, so it's kind of hesitated area to trade, in my opinion. However, last week I showed you how this market is not coming or showing the direction yet. It's still struggling to build your direction. I don't know when it is going to finally complete the direction sign, but we have to wait. Okay, I'm not the market maker, so I'm not responsible for this type of bad market. Our expectation was from week of February market is going to be beautiful, but it's not beautiful yet. Still, this market is in hesitation mode. Where it wants to go, it has to decide that first, then maybe we'll be able to see the good price action on this market. But until then, it's kind of avoiding the social media. Please avoid the social media. Don't focus on the social media. On social media, people will keep showing you the winning trade, and that will make you more frustrated because you are not getting it. You have to accept this is not a good price action. Within a moment we'll be able to see that, but you have to accept that it's not a good price action. I don't care what T2 is showing or how many winning trades he's showing or any other is showing. This is not a good price action. Either he is making illusion or lying to us because he's only sharing the winning trade, or he's just like making the like show off, something like that. So you will think like that if I show you the winning trade only, or if I just inspire any of you to trade this market with so much confidence. If I ever do that in this market right now, just forget me, leave me, unsubscribe me, because this is not a good price action. This is not a good market. Whoever is going to show you I got that beautiful run, unsubscribe them. Just unsubscribe them, because they are just playing with your emotion. They're playing with your psychology. Don't let your psychology to get hurt by anyone. So please be be like be a man, be a woman, be a trader. Except this is not a good price action. From the weekly chart, so far last week this candle has closed almost here. This is the last week candle. So this week has traded the lower quadrant of that week, that has traded some kind of last fair value gap or the bullish fair value gap from the weekly chart around that area. And then this candle, after trading the lower quadrant of this week, how it has done trading last week. Traded so beautifully the 50%. The wrong thing is closed below the upper quadrant. I didn't really like it. It can be a bearish market for this sell side liquidity. I have the sell side liquidity, which I don't want to see. The reason is because of the big dealing range over here. I have explained it last Friday, last hour actually, exactly around the last. You can watch that part if you have any confusion. I'm not going through all of these things. But according to this dealing range, this market should not clear that low. Instead of that, it should keep going higher for the buy side liquidity. But if it would love to go for that sell side liquidity, we'll look for that by this week, because it seems like it's extremely bearish, even though other two markets either consolidating or bullish. But this guy is just looking like bearishness. I have, and the price didn't tell me, does it want to go higher or does it want to fall? It didn't tell me, so I have to be in the no man's land. So I don't have any bias. I don't know that this market is going to go for the sell side liquidity, or is it going higher for some sort of buy side liquidity, or for the all-time high. I just don't know where the market is going higher. I have to wait until this market is not going to confirm its direction. You will understand that in a moment what I mean to say by confirming the direction. You will understand that in a moment. This is the daily chart. This is the last FVG from the daily chart. Market respected that last FVG from the daily chart after clearing all the buy side liquidity. Fall took all the sell side liquidity, respected exactly from the 50% of that week, like tick by tick. So beautifully it has been respected from there, as well as this volume imbalance is holding the market. Now you can think that brother body has closed below this volume imbalance, but if you know ICT for so long, you know that volume imbalance has the intention to get violated one two times to get violated. You are not going to expect that market is going to respect a imbalance, volume imbalance, like a normal imbalance, like the fair value gap, FVG. So in FVG we prefer body close inside this gap or above the quadrant level or whatever it is. We use it through the FVG. But if you see the volume imbalance, there is an intention for the market to give the sell side delivery and the buy side delivery. Both of these delivery has to be delivered over here. It's not the liquidity void. Guys, please don't get confused by the liquidity void and the volume imbalance. It's not the liquidity void. Liquidity void is something like this, where there is no price action, something like that. See, there is no weak nothing over here. But if I add from here, which is the closing, I will it's not the liquidity void. Liquidity void is the most dangerous area to trade in my opinion, because there is no order actually. But if I work with the volume imbalance like this, where there is weak overlapped the area, I can simply use this volume imbalance by seeing the violation as well, like market has violated it, then it closed, so it has actually delivered the sell side has been delivered over there, only the sell side liquidity inside this volume imbalance. Then the buy side liquidity, that means this volume imbalance is now balanced 100%. It's kind of 100% balanced. Then this market came back again, traded this volume imbalance low so beautifully, rejecting from there. Need to see if it can keep going higher. However, this is the only bearish PDRA from the daily chart. As you can see, bodies respected so beautifully that volume imbalances, and then it actually fall. Now, does it really would love to go for this sell side liquidity? I have no idea yet, because I need to see the confirmation that market is interested to go for this sell side liquidity. Actually, let me use it, keep it to the daily chart and hourly daily. So this is that sell side liquidity. I'm just not sure is this going for that sell side liquidity. Now how do I know that market is going for this sell side liquidity instead of this buy side liquidity? First of all, I have to look for this leg over here to see where the market has traded. If I go for the high of this line or this leg and the low of this leg, this is the equilibrium or the 50%. If this market really wanted to go for this high, more importantly for that high, it would go until the deep premium area. So you heard that, or you learned that sell in the deep premium, buy in the deep discount. It's actually not right all the time. You have to understand the dealing range depending on the liquidity. So if you can understand the liquidity, then you will understand that while it will go to this deep premium, you should not look for sell. Instead of that, you should look for buy in this deep premium. At the same time, if it would come over here and then come sorry, if it would fail to come over here and then come to this deep discounted area, around that area, then you should keep looking for the sell in this deep discounted area instead of taking the buy, something like that. Okay, I'm just not going to give the whole insight again. If you are interested to watch this part, go last Friday last hour, where I have actually explained all of these things. However, this market didn't reach to this deep premium, so I'm not sure that market is bullish for this high and then for that high, which is the also the liquidity or the all-time high. So I'm not sure is it going for that all-time high. So am I sure that market is going to fall and market is going to take that sell side liquidity? For getting the assurance or the confirmation that market is going to fall for this sell side liquidity, because it didn't give me the bias toward the buy side liquidity, I need the confirmation from this specific leg, and it has to touch this deep discounted area. So as I explained over here, while the market will come to this deep premium, you should keep looking for buy to the deep premium. Same over here, if it could touch this deep discounted area, then you should not look for buy in this deep discounted area. Instead of that, you should keep looking for the sell for this sell side liquidity. Sometimes ago I told that while I was in weekly chart, I just don't know what the market is reaching for. It's I don't have the confirmation for the buying or the selling. Here what I meant, first of all, as it didn't touch this deep premium, I'm not sure this market is bullish because market didn't touch this deep premium. At the same time, while I'm going for this specific leg, it didn't touch to this deep discounted area. So I'm not sure that it is going to fall and take that sell side liquidity. But so far it seems like that market maybe will fall and take this sell side liquidity. I have to just watch how this market is going to trade 1 or 2 days to understand that is this market really willing to go higher or fall. Either it has to go through all of this area to show me the bullishness, or it has to touch this lower line or this line from this high, that low, confirm that I'm going to fall for this sell side liquidity instead of going for the all-time high. Still, I'm bullish. I'm not thinking about the selling opportunity because I don't want to disrespect this grandfather or the big dealing dance. All of this price action here is inside this dealing dance. So as long as this market is not going to confirm from my smaller dealing dance that I am going to break the big dealing dance state of delivery, I'm not interested to switch the bias from bullish to bearish. Even though some of you can think that, okay, brother, it's a bearishness, market is going to fall, market is going to take the sell. I need the confirmation. And when I'll get the confirmation, how market will touch this deep discounted area, and then I will start to think about the sell side liquidity. As long as it's not going to happen, I am bullish. I'm still expecting this volume imbalance will hold the market and send the market higher. There can be a lot of consolidation, but finally this market will go higher. Before clearing this low, it is going to leave that sell side liquidity. So when it will go the standard deviation level build after making the all-time high, then this market will fall for this sell side liquidity over here. That is my expectation so far. But again, you can think the way you are thinking. You can seem like only the bearishness to this market. I don't have any problem. I need the confirmation. As long as I'm not going to get the confirmation and market is not going to touch this line, I'm not bearish. I will keep looking for the buying opportunity, and I will keep thinking this high and then that high, and finally this market will go for the all-time high, which is going to be correlated with other two market, which I just show you. First of all, this YM extremely bullish. There is no bearishness. There is no sign of the bearishness. It's a perfect bullish market for the YM. And if I come to this ES, it's sideways, but even though it's sideways, the all-time high is very near to this market. So I'm extremely bullish both for the YM and the ES as well as NQ. I'm going to think that market is going to follow the other two correlated market. This is that same volume imbalance from the NQ. You have seen market has been violated that volume imbalance from the NQ chart, where this ES market even didn't come to this trade this volume imbalance. This is the low and relatively equal lows, whatever you are seeing in Nasdaq chart. This is that lows, and you can simply see that the differences between the current market here and the low is over here. If I go to the YM one more time, this is that same low over here, same volume imbalance here around here, and this market is actually too far from that volume imbalance area around that area. Like it seems like that you can simply anybody can say that, brother, market is not bearish, market is extremely bullish. So it has just retraced and then market will start to go higher again. If you just watch this Nasdaq chart, you can get confused, but you can be very afraid to think about the buying from that area. But I'm seeing that this market is in deep discounted area. This is the best opportunity to look for the buying opportunity, buy for the high and the all-time high. But yeah, if I'm extremely wrong and market trade this on, then it has an possibility to keep falling for this sell side liquidity. We'll just see about that in a moment, or in few days. I think we'll be able to see that. Coming back to 4 hour chart, and I'm going to remove this quadrant level because otherwise it's going to be so difficult for some of you to understand. I'm just going to show. So this is the 4 hour chart, and as you can see here, this is the 4 hour last FVG, and here I'm just not marking it, but if any of you would love to mark it, you are welcome to mark it. This is that last FVG from the 4 hour chart, and market left this all of this buy side liquidity over here around this area. So beautiful buy side liquidity market left over here. This that all-time low over here, relatively equal lows. This market really would love to go and fall for this sell side liquidity. It has to close below this last FVG. I'm just going to mark it and then I'm going to remove it from my chart in a moment. But this last FVG from the 4 hour chart should be broken, something like that. Body has to close below this last FVG. In the meantime, it's going to touch the quadrant level, the deep discounted area. Okay, The deep discounted area is going to be touched over here, and then maybe market will keep falling. At the same time, this last FBC is going to be broken. It's going to work as a resistance. I'm not expecting like that way. I'm expecting it can come back again one more time to this gap before going higher. I'm just interested to see market will keep going higher without any sort of fall. And good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We can only see a small window of the live. Not sure why. I might find it why small screen. I'm just not sure why you guys saying that it's the mobile screen. So, uh, I mean the vertical screen. You are going to see it in a very small way. That's true. Um, this is how you are going to see it. Okay, whatever I'm showing here, you will be able to see the everything, but it's gonna be smaller. But if you are confused about this, you can simply come to this screen if you are watching through the laptop. But if you are watching through the phone, you can watch it through your phone and it should be absolutely perfect because I'm watching it through my phone as well. Absolutely perfect, not tiny, not small or anything. But if you are with your laptop, then you can just come to this screen. So like I'll show you in a moment because you didn't see this before. I just need to keep continue this on. Those people have the are watching through the laptop, and if you come to the live streaming, see this two live is open over here. This is the phone. The thumbnail is showing there is a phone. But you can see here to the name at the end. Actually, it's a mobile written over there, and this one is the desktop mode. So this one is mobile mode. This one is desktop mode. If you're watching through the desktop, click on this. If you're watching through the phone, it should be absolutely perfect through the phone because I'm watching it through the phone. It should be absolutely perfect. Mm, just switch it by yourself, whatever whichever you are watching. So through the phone, it should be absolutely perfect, and through the laptop, it should be over here around that area. I think like this. It's gonna be the full screen over here. However, where I was, let me continue these things. Thank you, brother, for letting me know. By the way, this gap, I just don't want to see it's gonna be violated and market is going to keep falling. I really don't want to see that, but if the market show me that I'm bearish, I have to force myself to think about the bearishness instead of the bullishness. I prefer not to go for any kind of trade as long as this market is not going to confirm its direction. So first it is going to, I mean, show its direction, then I would love to join to the price action. As long as it's not showing the direction, I should not think about the bias or only bias. Instead of that, whatever market is going to give me, I have to take that on. However, from the daily chart, as I told, when the market will touch the lower quadrant, it's kind of the confirmation of sell side liquidity, but that's not kind of 100% confirmation. Okay, it can simply trade the lower quadrant and then keep going higher as well. It is also possible, but according to the logic, it should not do that. So don't get it like 100% it's going to fall. Okay, there is no other uh, like option. It touched that lower quadrant, the high to the lower quadrant, it's going to fall for this sell side liquidity 100%. No, not 100%, but 99.99% I'm confident if it touch that lower quadrant, it's going to fall for this sell side liquidity, and then we have to look for the next PDRA. This is the hourly chart, and I'm going to show you this. I'm removing this hourly gap, but here we have some kind of gap over here around that area which is inside this breaker block around this area. Not going to mark this breaker block, but this gap which is not the last FBZ, because the last FBZ is over here. So if this market really would love to go for this sell side liquidity, it has to close below this last FBZ from the hourly chart, then go for this sell side liquidity. But so far this entry gap is holding the market so beautifully, and here as you can see this market came to this first FBJ. I'm really watching this market how it is going to trade this area. That means after trading this first FBJ around here, can the market take some sort of liquidity over here? If it can take some sort of liquidity over here and then close above this gap, I can use this gap as support to look for the last FBC from the hourly chart, and then all of this buy side liquidity. I can keep looking for those type of buy side liquidity after breaking this gap as a bullish way, clearing some sell side liquidity, go ahead. If it happens, then I will be so beautifully use this gap as a support and going to bleed this gap. I'm not going to give any shit all all of this bullish gap market will build over here. I don't need to care about them. All I care about this first FVG, the way you have seen from 1 minute chart, the way we love to use this first FVG. As the time is fractal, you can use these concepts to any other time frame. But if you are using this gap from your higher time frame, you have to use it as a point of interest, not pushing the button. So you will use this gap as a point of interest, and you will go to your 1 minute chart. You will look for any sort of buying opportunity from here because you will have this higher time frame point of interest. Otherwise, it doesn't do that and keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, take that sell side liquidity. We have to deal with that the way I have just told you to deal it with that. So right now from the hourly chart, I really don't have anything to say over here. I would love to come to the 15-minute chart because in 15 minutes I do have a lot to say. So however, this market trade this hourly last FBC fake breakout over here from the hourly chart, and this is that big bearish PDRA from the daily chart divided by the quadrant level. Only bearish PDRA. I have some buy side liquidity around that area. I'm just going to remove the upper one. I'm gonna keep this lower on as my buy side liquidity. That is the beautiful buy side liquidity over here. Above this buy side liquidity, I have this so beautiful buy side liquidity as well over here. I have buy side liquidity there. I have buy side liquidity here. I have a lot of buy side liquidity on this market instead of the sell side liquidity. So if I look for the sell side liquidity, I have only this sell side liquidity, which is the extreme sell side liquidity. Instead of this sell side liquidity, I have not even a single sell side liquidity. However, this is the 50-minute last ABC to that specific gap which is inside this volume imbalance from the daily chart. So market has perfectly traded the last FVG from the 15-minute chart here. That is the last FVG has been traded over here. As you can see over here, traded that last FVG and then respected that last FVG, came to this old 15-minute FVG that has been respected every single time. Not even a single time market has violated this FVG. So if I mean, stress the chart, you can see this is that last FBC. What type of this last FBC? Last FBC, it's gonna be the first FBC, right? Market tap here, take the liquidity, then closed above this gap. I can use this gap as a support. This type of last FBC before coming inside any sort of higher time frame PDR. So last time I showed you how beautifully it has traded that uh, last fair value gap from the 50-minute chart and then perfectly respected over here. So this is the gap has been created. Then this candle over here has closed above this gap for the first time. After closing it, I want to see nobody close below this gap before giving me this type of reaction. See this reaction came here, give me the reaction. Come back again, look at not even a single body has closed below this gap. You can go to your chart, you can mark this gap from Wednesday, 4th February 2026, 12:15 candle from 15-minute chart. This is that gap. Not even a single body, not even for one tick, it closed below this gap. Perfectly respected this gap, went higher again. Then came one more time, respected here, rejected from there, closed below this gap. This is the first candle closed below this gap. So next time this market will come here, it should not violate. That means body will close above this gap, then it will keep falling. No, body can't close above this gap. It should be respected. Market should send the market lower. It came here for the first time and rejected from there. You can see so beautifully. Then come back again over here, this candle, and rejected from there so beautifully. Went through this gap, tapped to this gap, where the body has closed above this gap. Now it can't just close below this gap then keep going higher. No, it can't do that. Simply it should tap to this gap before closing below this gap. It should be respected. Market should go higher. So tap here, keep going higher, keep watching, then come back again one more time, tap here, respected, tap here, respected, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, closed one tick. Just look at this, closed below this gap over here, closed below this old gap, tap to this gap, fall, tap to this gap over here. You can see this gap. Okay, so here the 50% of this gap, look at the bodies, how beautifully it has been respected. Tap over here, rejected. It didn't do something like that, closed above this gap, that means violated this gap, then I should look for the buy, I should be confused. No, nothing like that. Tap, respected. Body closed above this gap, tap, should keep going higher. Body didn't close above this gap, tap here, should be respected. This is that type of gap. I'm gonna keep this gap as long as it's not going to get violated over here. As long as it's not going to get violated, I'll keep this gap over here on my chart, and I will see if it can be respected the way I'm seeing it's respecting all the time. However, right now this is the 50-minute chart. As you can see, it was clean lows over here. Market has cleared that clean lows over here, and that sell side liquidity has been cleared as well over here. So after clearing all of this sell side liquidity, can this market start to go higher? That is my first intention to see. Or does it would love to keep falling and go for all of this area, and finally for the sell side liquidity we'll look for that. But right now I would love to see it will start to go higher from this area after clearing all of this sell side liquidity. This is a random level to me. It didn't trade anything over here. However, I would love to come to this price action in a bit around this area. Some of you are thinking this is a good price action, so let me actually explain what is the good price action and what is the bad price action. If you ever see, this market is sideways candles. That means one candle is bull candle, next candle bear candle, bull candle bear candle, bull candle bear candle, bull candle bear candle. Either it will do like this type of things. You will see from 1 minute chart a so messy price action over here, first of all. Or secondly, if you ever see this type of candles where there could be 1 2 bull candle, 1 2 bear candle, 1 2 3 bear candle, 1 2 3 bull candle, 1 2 3 5 bear candle, but every single candle has a long wick. In 1 minute chart you will just see this type of things. In 1 minute chart, this is the price action you are going to see. So from the 15-minute chart, it seems like it's a bullish market, but how did it go higher? By building big wicks. You can see this candle has a long wick, then that candle long wick, that candle long wick, this candle indecisive candle, that candle huge wick over here, this candle huge wick, candle weak, every single candle is making the wick, just the wick. So if I see this type of wicks from 15-minute chart, I don't need to even go to my 1 minute chart. I can simply say that this is a disaster price action. So that was the disaster price action over here. Even though it went higher, but it's the perfect disaster. The disaster I'm saying because, even for example, I would love to take the buy from 15-minute chart and put my stop loss over here. It's gonna be like 1,000 times difficult, because you are in a trade, you are seeing this market is going higher, it came until a certain level, just miss your partial or target for a bit, then it started to retrace, then it started to go higher, then it started to retrace. You won't be able to move your stop loss. You have to let it leave. You have to start pray, oh god, please let it work, something like that. This type of price action is not a good price action. Those people who are showing you or saying you that this is really good price action, I took the entry from 1 second chart, 15 second chart, 30 second chart, 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, hourly chart, 15 minute chart, daily chart, hourly chart, 4 hour chart, this all are bullshit. They are playing with your emotion. I don't need to say like that way. I'm not hating anyone. I'm just worried about my community. I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about your profit. I'm worried about your loss. So if you were doing well like 1 month ago, or like in December, January, where it was better price action comparing with this last week price action, it was 1,000 times better. So if you did well in that time, and then last week or maybe last 1 or 2 week, you're not doing well, you're blowing your account, you're thinking that you should give up, this price action is disaster, I don't know how to trade, don't blame yourself, don't talk about this negative talk to yourself. Instead of that, accept the truth, accept the reality. This is not a good price action. Nobody knows when it is going to be a good price action, when it's gonna be bad price action. Unfortunately, this is a bad price action. I keep warning you guys, and I keep giving you the message through the Discord link that this is not a good day, this is a good day, this is not a good day. So if you see that I'm saying to you it's not a good day to trade beforehand, don't touch your funded account. Either come with the paper trade, because if you keep losing through your paper trade, nobody cares. You will still trade the market, but you still feel the market how difficult it was. You will start to thank yourself that you didn't involve your funded account. Instead of that, you have done the paper trade or the challenge trade, because sometimes as it is too volatile, 1 minute candle is kind of 100 handle, and you can do some short, I'm sorry to say, but you can do some sort of gambling as well with your challenge account. And if you are going to add more funded account waiting for a good price action, it's gonna give you a huge freedom when there will be a good price action. So in the bad price action, you will try to pass at least 1 or 2 funded account or challenge account out of 5 challenge account, and you will start to reserve your funded account. It's not something like you gamble or you took and trade, you pass the fund challenge account, you got the funded account, and then you will start to jump with your funded account. Don't do that, because last time you were lucky, you got a perfect trade and you passed that account, but this time you are going to blow your funded account and you'll get I mean, sorry, but you will start to feel like regretting or disappointing, something like that. Okay, my English is not that good, I know some of you really don't understand, but try to understand what I mean to say. I mean to say, your mentality should be very strong, and you should accept that this is not a good price action. This market still didn't decide where it wants to go. I showed you last Friday, again I'm gonna say that again, I showed you last Friday, last hour, how to find the direction when you will be so confident about your bias, and when you should give up about your bias because market doesn't have any bias. If you can understand that small part, you will know easily, you will know when you should enter into the market with your funded account and when you should avoid to enter into the market with, I mean, with your funded account. You should avoid it, avoid trading your funded account. This is the most important part to understand, when is a good time to trade, when is a bad time to trade. So I hope guys it will help you a bit to understand this market or the situation right now of this market, to accept it and to let it go, wait for the good time to come. Okay, so when the good time will come, you will start to see the good price action, you will start to get your payout again, and this time it's the time to survive. You have to survive now. It's not something like you will trade here and you are going to make a lot of money. No, it's not that type of market. It's the market where you need to survive. So first try to survive, then go for the kind of trade or any kind of building your kingdom. So this not time is not good for building the kingdom. It's good for surviving. Thank you guys. Just let me know. Perfect. If you have any question, please let me know. At the same time, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. This is the new week opening gap. It's from this week. We'll say within 3 seconds, market is going to open. I'll just mark the opening gap and then I'll go to the electronic trading hour. Oh, sorry. Today's market is closed, so I'm not going to get the regular trading hour. I forgot about that. Sorry. Thinking what happened. What is my regular trading hour? It's market closed, so you are not able to see the regular trading hour. So the regular trading hour is actually closed. That's why today is a low probability, and everyone should avoid trading your funded account today. It can be so beautiful, but have to be very careful. Okay. Bank holiday, absolutely, brother. It's a bank holiday. Good morning, Suzivan. If you are watching it through your what is I mean the phone, it should be absolutely perfect. It should look like perfect. I know it's a bit stressed chart, but if you are watching through the laptop or what is I mean the some sort of uh, laptop, desktop, whatever it is, you can watch this stream. You come to the live or to the home, you'll be able to see there is two live is open. One live has the mobile sign on the thumbnail. There is a mobile sign, it's for the mobile viewers, and this is gonna be the desktop viewers over here. And to the what to say, I mean the capture sorry caption, it's written mobile over here. I need to experiment this one because I need to spend this one. You don't like to push the like button, as you can see here how many people, like 32 people are watching, 13 likes. Okay, this one. And if I come over here, like 94 people are watching, 31 likes. So I need to find out my ways to expand the channel, as I'm not getting, and I'm really fed up with asking or begging for the likes. So you don't want to do that, I'm absolutely okay with that. I'll try to find my way. So thank you for understanding. This is the 1 minute chart, and you can see a lot of weeks are happening. This 9:30 market open, there is no volatility yet. Simply there is nothing. We'll see if we can find something over here. uh, it can be so beautiful, it can be so disaster, but we should expect the disaster price action. If it is beautiful, then we'll be able to trade this market has built that clean lows over here, has been cleared that clean lows. And now see, let's see if it can keep going higher, or does it want to fall for this relatively equal lows, this low, that low. I really don't want to see. I mean, it can fall, of course it can fall, but we'll see how it is going to react on this area. If any of you are new, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And to the pinned comment, we have the Discord link here. This is the Discord link to the pinned comment. It's absolutely free Discord. Nobody need to worry about paying me something. If you are interested, you can join our Discord and you can share your analysis, everything through our Discord. Let's hope for the best. Let's see if we can find something. Please don't include your funded account over here. It's not the time to trade your funded account. Either go to your challenge account or go to your paper trade, but don't include your funded account. It's a request to all of you. Please don't trade through your funded account. Challenge account is the best trade in this type of scenario where there is either lot of volatility or you have some sort of, what to say, today's market is good, normal, not that much volatility, or you have to look for the, no, like, what to say, choppy price action, high volatility. Use your funded, the challenge account or paper trade. It's not I mean high volatility, as well as it's so beautiful price action, not choppy price action. Try with your funded account. One day you will let it go, your funded account will survive. One day you are not ready to let it go, you will just lose the funded account. That's the only difference you are going to see from this market. And that is the benefit to know when you should enter with your funded account. Got it? Thank you. Now I'm on the correct stream. Thank you so much, brother. Again, those people who are watching through the laptop, come to the laptop on. If you're watching through the phone, watch that through that mobile stream. I think it's gonna be easier because when you will watch it through the mobile version is much more better because I'm watching that one as well through the mobile. Please, guys, don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. Done for the day, brother. Have a great day. Please like, subscribe, and support the best ICT trader. Thank you, Gangjongpa. When I'm going to touch 12,000 subscriber. Hey, Suzivan. Good morning, brother. How are you, sir? I'm just watching if I can find a buying opportunity over here. Watching for that. No, it didn't. It just cleared the sell side liquidity and then it's consolidating. So it's time to wait to see what the market is going to do. Now, think like this is a bearish market. It's not a bullish market. Brother, this is for your understanding. This is the price action so far. And this market, just for the sake of this conversation, think that it's not going higher. Not even a retracement. It will keep falling. Can I touch this market from here? This market reversed from that area after clearing all of this buy side liquidity. It's reversed from there, fall, retrace, fall, lot of consolidation, fall again, came here. Now it is going to fall from there as well. Okay, just think like that. It will start to fall from there. Can you touch this market from here? No, you can't touch this market from there. The first reason is this market has already left a lot. Now there is two type of scenario if it really would love to keep falling. First, it will start to keep falling like that way. Second, it will first retrace, then it will keep falling. So if you try to trade over here, it's a perfectly gambling because you don't know, is this market going to retrace first, then it's going to fall, or it will start to fall continuously. Those people who are in FOMO, fear of missing opportunity, they will try to join over here because they will think like that way. If it started to fall, I don't want to miss it. If it started to reverse, then I'll get a small loss. And then in a moment, they'll forget that they were looking for the bearishness while the retracement is happening. So they will try to take the buy and they will try to catch the retracement. Then they will forget about the bearishness. They will start to see that, oh, okay, so market has cleared the sell side liquid. Now it's time to look for the buying opportunity. So let's look for the buy. But we know that beforehand went higher to look for the retracement, then it will start to fall. If it would love to keep falling, I'm not saying it's going to fall, but if it would love to keep falling, it can do these two things over here. So where I don't know what is going to happen, it's called 50-50, and that's called the gambling. This is the real definition of the gambling. Gambling means you don't know what you are looking for. You're just pushing the button and then crossing your finger and and praying for your run, praying for your, what is, I mean, the expectation to fulfill. So this is the thing you should not do. Instead of that, you have to wait for the perfect area opportunity. For example, you are looking for sell, so you will let this market to go higher, and when the retracement will happen, some sort of buy side liquid will be cleared, then you will start to look for sell. If it keep falling from there, you will let this go. If it starts to go higher from there, you will let this go. All you will do, you will wait for this calm here, and then you will start to look for sell after retracement. As I'm bullish, I don't need to wait for some falling more, because this market fall a lot after leaving all of this buy side liquid over there. It fall a lot, so anytime this will give me the buying opportunity, I don't need to wait for anything else to look for the buying opportunity, to take the buy over here. But think like that way, I was looking for a buying opportunity around that area, while this market actually went too far. From there to there, it went too far. I can't look for a buy around that area. I have to wait for this market to fall to take some sort of liquidity, trade some sort of imbalances from my higher time frame, and then I will start to look for buy from there. So this is the differences between, could it keep going higher from there without this retracement? Of course it could do that, but if it would do that, I had to let this go, because I can't just push the button and then start to pray, oh god, please let it over. You should not do that. Is that big volume imbalance from the daily chart. So let me actually lock it, so not going to be moved anywhere. This is that volume imbalance. Last day market actually came until the volume imbalance low over here. You can see it around that area. A bit violation here, but perfectly. And this is that, I mean, sorry, unfinished business, which is the last FVC around that area. In my opinion, that should be traded. So if this market can keep falling and trade this one, I'll start to look for the buying opportunity from this gap from 1 minute chart. Otherwise, if I get the opportunity from here as well, I can go for the buy, which is low probability to me, but still that is allowed to take any sort of buy. Sell is not valid even though if it can keep falling for that last FBJ. You can't look for the sell. The things I just told you. As the market didn't do any manipulation, you can see just falling, 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 falling. No retracement, no manipulation. I can't just fall into that trap to take the sell. It will keep falling, I have to let this fall. It will start to go higher and then take some buy side liquidity, then it will start to fall. I can take that sell if I look for the sell. I'm not looking for the sell, so I'm not looking any sort of selling opportunity. I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. If I get the buying opportunity, I'll go for that. But for that, I need the high time frame PD array. As you can see here, I don't have any high time frame PD array around this low. Market just took that low. I don't have any high time frame PD array, so I can't take any sort of buy from that area. So I have to wait either this market to trade this volume imbalance so that I will have a higher time frame point of interest, or I have to let this market to fall more to trade this area, which is the 1 minute last FVG, as well as this higher time frame PT array, as well as from the 50-minute chart around here. Let me show you that big wick. See this big wick over here? It will trade the quadrant level of that wick. So all of this high time frame will be more than enough for me to look for the buy. But for now, no, I have no opportunity to go for either buy or sell. I have to wait for that specific moment to be created to find an opportunity. Most of the days, last few days actually, when I read the comment, so I am not interested to read the comment anymore, because when people start to play with my psychology, I messed up with that. So where I know that I should wait for the trade, I start to frame the trade, because I try to, okay, I'm so sorry to say that, but I try to show off, or I try to show that I can trade everywhere. I feel like that way when people start to mess up with me through the chat. You guys can notice that I'm not lying to you. I promise you, brother. It's my problem, it's my egoistic problem where I know that I should wait, I should wait, I should wait. I started to frame the trade just because of the chat psychology. So I decided if I see those type of chatting or comments on the on the comment section, I'll just stop reading those comments. That's all. Because I don't want to show you how good I am. I am here to show you how should we trade. So it's not about how good I am, how good we are, how bad we are. It's not about this. It's all about how should you wait for the perfect opportunity to go for a trade. That is the area where I will focus from today. And I will try my level best to avoid those type of negativity from the chat. Just do it too. We can't control all of the trolls. They get you upset and they fully win. It's not worth the energy. Absolutely, brother. I have to avoid those things. So guys, the things, thank you by the way, Trader. Thanks for the support, man. The things I told you guys, I hope you got the point. It will start to keep falling. I'm not going to take that sell. Think like that way. Today my bias is bearish. But I can't look for any sort of sell over here because there is two possibility. First, market will retrace. That is obvious because market can't just keep falling. It has to do some sort of retracement and some sort of buy sell liquidity to be cleared. That is absent from the chart. So I can't take the sell, or this market can keep falling without the retracement, which can be possible as well. But I'm not interested to touch it because this is two possibilities over there. I need for one possibility. If I'm looking for sell, I have to wait for that retracement to happen, then I will start to frame. Same like here now, I'm looking for buy. Any sort of buying opportunity I'll get, I will look for that because market has taken the sell side liquidity and market has given me the retracement as well. So all I need to look for a buying setup over there. If I get that buying setup, I don't need to worry about anything else to take the buy. I don't need to wait for anything. But if it keep falling, I have to let this go. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. Love it, be you, brother. Thank you, Gangchangpa. Thanks for the support, man. Thank you, Filtrator, for saying them how to switch which one you should watch. If you're watching through the mobile, you can watch this chart. If you're watching through the laptop, you can just move the laptop. See the way it's falling, I'm not going to touch it. Some of you will start to think that every bearish PTR is respecting market is falling. That is the trap. Today market will help you to go for the trade like this way, and tomorrow it's gonna just killing you. It will keep killing you. So don't get fall into this trap. I would love to mark the last FVG from 1 minute chart to see when it is going to trade that last FVG. So I'm going to keep that line. There will be two line from 1 minute chart. It's an unfinished business. If it can trade this last FVG and then start to go ahead, that is the best case scenario to me. So this is the last FVG from 1 minute chart. So let's see if it can reverse from that area. It can keep falling. As I told you, it has no bias yet. It didn't confirm any bias yet. So if it keep falling and trade that lower quadrant, then I will be extremely bearish. Think about this sell side liquidity over here, which is the all-time low. Until it's not coming to this deep discount, the thing I showed you at the beginning of this stream, I'm not bearish. I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. So if it doesn't give me any buying opportunity from here, I'll look for the buying opportunity from the last FVG, which is the last unfinished business from the last Friday. So after coming here, I'll think about the buying opportunity from there. If you are trading through your funded account, right now switch it to paper or the challenge account. In my opinion, this is the best area to pass some challenge account, build some funded account. But it's not the good time to blow the funded account. So please don't blow your funded account in this period of time. Blow your funded account while there is a good price action by not following the rules to stop. Like after one win or two win, you should stop. After two loss, you should stop. But you don't stop over there. You blow the account. Absolutely perfect. Where you know that it was a high probability make some money, but you blow the account because of your psychology. But this is the area where it is confirmed that you are going to blow your account. So where it is confirmed you are going to blow your account, it's absolutely not worthy to trade that market in that specific moment with your funded account. So either switch to funded, I mean, sorry, challenge account, or avoid the funded account, please. The request to all of you. Today's bank holiday. Don't try to uh, struggle with the holiday. By the way, guys, those people who are watching through the phone, if you make it full screen, you'll be able to say, yeah, I know it's a bit stressed chart, but it should look be very beautiful. Okay, it should look very beautiful, and you can check your quality as well. Sometimes it's like lower quality because 480p or like something like that. You can just change the quality to 180p and you will see a clean chart over there. Yeah, it's a bit smaller, but it's still uh you will be able to see it clearly. Hey Theo, thanks for being over here, man. I'm keep looking for the buying opportunity, so I'm watching if I can get the buying opportunity right now. What do I need? I need some sort of higher time frame PDRA. Do I have that? I have this higher time frame PDRA. If it could come to this gap, that could be the awesome thing. But as it didn't come to this gap, I'm not going to worry about that. This volume imbalance is more than enough for switching the market to the bullishness. So what do I need? Any sort of opportunity to take the buy. Here, this is the last gap before this market falling inside this higher time frame PDRA. So I'm going to give the highest priority to this gap to see if I can use it as a what to say, I mean the inverse way. So as you can see here, after building this gap, market tap to this gap, fall that low, so swing low has been taken. If it can close above this gap, I will start to look for a buying opportunity from this gap. Okay. So buy is gonna be from here. If the body close above this gap, I'm going to put my stop loss just below this candle covering with that gap, and target will be this buy side liquidity over here, which is also the low of the, I mean the not low, the 50% of this new week opening gap. So this is gonna be my target over. If the body close one tick above this gap, I'll try to take this buy. If the body doesn't close, I'm not going to take the buy. If it doesn't take me with him, I'm not going to take this trade. I'm not going to chase the market. So whatever it is going to give me, I'll take it. Body close, I'll try to take this buy. We'll try to take the partial around 1:1, and then we'll try to hold the trade for this buy side liquidity. So let's see if it can take me. If it doesn't take me, I'm not going to chase the market for sure. I'll just say it's a bad luck. By the way, I need this entry within 5 candles. So this is the first candle. Market is printing over here, and then I will wait for the next candle. At the same time, if it take this high over here, I'm not going to take this trade because this is a short-term swing high that can be taken, and then this market can start to keep falling. I'm not interested to see this type of losing trade. So what I want to see, it will take me at first, then it will start to go higher. When it will go above this high, I'll trail my stop loss. So first I will put my stop loss over here because the retracement can come until here. So before the retracement is not happening, I have to put my stop loss over here. after the retracement, while the market will go above this high, I don't need to cover the retracement leg anymore because market has already taken the traded the PD area over here. Okay, so if that's my bad luck, actually market didn't give me the entry. It could give me the entry, that could be an awesome trade for today. Let's see. I'll just not take this. I was waiting for this buying opportunity and I found the opportunity. Unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry. And absolutely okay. I will wait for the next point. Okay. Next opportunity. I'm just not going to get any kind of influenced by the chat. Last few days I feel very bad because of my ego. That's my problem. My ego helped me. I'm sorry. My ego actually clicked on last few days because of the chat or all of these things. I'm not gonna do that again. I'll try my level best to not do that again. That could be an awesome trade actually. If it could tap to this gap, if I could take that entry, that could be an awesome trade, by the way. No, none of them has given you the entry opportunity. Good luck. So if I miss this trade, I have to wait for the next opportunity. What type of next opportunity? As the market is very near to this new week opening gap, I have to wait for this 50-minute candle to close above this new week opening gap to frame the next trade. Or if it starts to retrace from that area, and as I don't have any bias, maybe I could frame a sell as well from this new week opening gap. But now is the time to wait because I have already missed the first opportunity from the market. Not I missed it, market didn't give me the entry. It should be the right word. Market didn't give me the entry. If it could give me the entry over here, that could be my partial already. 26 candle partial would be on my pocket already, and then I could look for this buy side liquidity. If it go over there, I'm happy. If it doesn't go, I don't really care. But as the market didn't give me the first opportunity, I will wait for the next opportunity. I will keep patiently waiting for the opportunity and then we'll go for the trade. If I find that opportunity, if the market build that opportunity for me. I don't see any market structure shift, unfortunately, here. Uh, Suziban. As I don't see the market structure shift, I can't say that it's gonna be a beautiful 22 YT model. There is not even a single swing high. Not valid. There is no swing high. That's the problem. There is simply no swing high. This is really something very difficult to accept when it doesn't give you the entry from the most logical level. You should get the entry, but you didn't get the entry and you were seeing the market is exactly reaching toward your direction. It is the part of this game. This game is designed like that way. It designed like that way so that you can chase the market over here. So please don't chase the market. If you don't get the entry, you know how to wait for the entry opportunity. You waited for that, you didn't get the entry, let it go. Wait for the next opportunity. I'm not right now taking entry is absolutely gambling. Do you know why? You are just going against your new week opening gap. Nobody knows that market is going to retrace from this 50%, from this equilibrium, from this high, or any of this quadrant level of the new week opening gap, and then it starts to fall. I'm not expecting it is going to fall, but if it would love to fall, okay, for example, I'm wrong and market would love to fall, in that type of scenario any of this level can be respected, and then it is started to go fall and keep falling. Or maybe it will just go through this new week opening gap and keep going higher for the buy side liquidity. I just don't know what is going to happen when it came to inside this gap. If I could take the entry over here, I could try to hold my trade until that area. After that, then I would wait for the next opportunity to see is it really would love to go higher or does it want to reverse from this new week opening gap. As my bias is bullish, I would love to expect this body close above this new week opening gap, then we'll try to look for another buying opportunity. If it doesn't do that, start to respect from there, I can look for a sell, which is absolutely against my understanding. and maybe I'll just keep that things over here. Good morning, all. Kindly take a moment to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Thank you, FL Trader, for reminding. I already got to subscriber. I can see that 11,738 subscriber. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to our channel. Let's see how long it takes to touch to 12,000 subscriber. I'm very near to 12,000, man. Inside 15-minute bearish gap as well. Yeah, absolutely. That is also the problem. It is also inside this bearish gap from the 15-minute chart. Like, this is the, just try to understand this fact, brother. So market came here, which is absolutely a illogical level. This is a random level, a perfect random level. Yeah, if I go to the hourly chart, I'll be able to see that there is a hourly order block, but from the 15-minute chart, it seems like a very random level to me. So why this market is falling? To finish some unfinished business, to take some liquidity at first. So after clearing all the liquidity from 15-minute chart, if it can break this only PDRA, this market will start to go higher to correct this random reversal from there. So it will go toward a specific level at first, then maybe it will start to fall if it wants to fall. Otherwise, it will keep going higher. So I don't need to worry about that. Is this market going higher? Is this market falling? I tried to catch the run at the beginning of the run. Market didn't give me that. So I will now let the market go. What else can happen? You remember what did I say? It can first do the retracement and then start to fall again. So if is it the retracement leg where it has cleared some buy side liquidity and traded the higher time frame PDR, and now it will start to retrace? Is it retracing from there, or is it keep going higher? I need to confirm that from this area. It's much more easier if you find that direction from your higher time frame. So if this market, for example, this low traded that lower quadrant, I showed you the deep discounted area just for the sake of this conversion. It has already traded that, man. When it came to this new week opening gap, I would start to look for selling opportunity. I would mark this gap, which is the first gap. I would mark that gap and I would start to look for selling opportunity from there, because the market previously confirmed that it's bearish and it really wanted to go for this sell side liquidity. As the market didn't do that, I can't think that it's bearish. I should keep looking for the buying opportunity. At the same time, if this market over here around this area, if it wouldn't reverse from there, instead of that, it would come to the deep premium area and then this retracement happen, I wouldn't give a shit all of this fall or everything. I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity with so much confidence. As market didn't do anything, I'm in a no man's land. I don't know what is going to happen. I have to wait. I have to wait. So let's see how it is going to work over here. So this is the gap. Market tapped to this gap, took that liquidity. Same this gap over here. See this gap and that gap over here. I'm just not marking it because I'm not bearish. So I'm not going to frame any sell setup, but observe this gap. This and this, both of them are the same gap. If you can mark this type of gaps, it's gonna open a lot of eyes. This is not the gap over here. This is not the gap. Last gap is not this gap. So not last gap. First gap is not this gap. This is the gap before reaching to the PD array. Coming inside the PD array, the last gap market left is your first gap. Use it as an entry. So I'm not interested to take the entry from this gap. I'm not confident about that gap, but this gap, I'm so much confident that at least I'll get some sort of reaction from there. Try to find out these gaps. It will help you a lot to understand. So this market actually came to the top of this new week opening gap and rejected from there so far. Let's see how it is going to reject, or is it keep going higher? What is going to happen? We'll see that. Boom. I didn't get the entries, unfortunately. Market didn't give me the entry over here. Yeah, if it could give me the entry, that could be a 50 handle boom. Unfortunately, it didn't give me. Bad market, bad manner. Wow, I got another one subscriber. 11,739. Wow, guys. Thank you so much, guys. By the way, guys, to the top, you can see Apex. We have right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Apex has 80% discount. You can use the code T2T to get that 80% discount. And the after the Apex, we have Take Profit Trader. The code is T2 Wizard, 40% discount. Then Tradify Direct Funded Account. T2 Wizard is the code. DGF Blue Guardian Futures, T2 Wizard, and Lucid Trading. Now these days people are saying that Lucid Trading is really good. So I added that Lucid Trading as well, and the code is T2 Wizard. So every other from the code is T2 Wizard except the Apex. Apex is more special, so it's T2T. If you guys use that code, I'll be grateful to all of you. Thank you in advance. Thanks in advance for using the code, guys. Don't be shy. Smash that emojis on the right while we wait for a proper setup if we get one. Absolutely. Thank you, Filtrator brother. Thank you so much, man. Hey, Red Cherry Pump. How are you, sir? So now is the time to wait. So first market open, fall, were waiting. Is this market going to reverse from here? Or is this market is going to reverse from there? Anywhere it is going to give us the opportunity, we're going to take the entry over there. So we have seen that market has reversed from there. That was the entry opportunity for us. That was the first opportunity. If it could give me the entry opportunity from there, I would start to look for buying opportunity from there. For example, I am bearish. I have to wait for this leg to appear on the chart at first. Then I should look for the bearishness. As I'm not bearish, so I'm not looking for any sort of bearishness right now. Instead of that, I'm watching from 15-minute chart what is happening. As you can see so far, the last candle respected the 50%. This candle is respecting the high of this new week opening gap. So how the 50-minute candle is going to close according to the new week opening gap? Is it going to close above this 50-minute, sorry, new week opening gap? Or is it going to respect this new week opening gap and it will start to keep falling? I should look for that. If I look for the buy, I need the retracement at first to take some sort of sell side liquidity at first. Then I can start to look for the buy while the market will close above this new week opening gap. If I would love to look for the sell, I should wait for a setup only here. I don't need to wait for the manipulation. For example, here I was saying that I need the manipulation, right? Retracement. That is that retracement. So if I am looking for sell, I should not wait for anything else. All I need to see is there any selling opportunity, which is below the at least below the 50% of this new week opening gap. So if it frame the setup below the 50% of this new week opening gap, I can look for any sort of sell if my bias is bearish. Some of your bias can be bearish. I'm not bearish, so I'm not looking for any sort of sell. I'll keep waiting to see if the market can close above this new week opening gap, then some sort of retracement to take the buy again. Let's see if I can touch 11,740 subscriber by today. I need one more subscriber to make it 140. 740, sorry. If 15-minute close above new week opening gap mean threshold, we frame buy or only top of it has to close above the new week opening gap high. New week opening gap is something that you will use depending on the price action. So last candle, where is it? The last candle, is it below this new week opening gap, or is it above this new week opening gap, or is it inside this new week opening gap? Where did it close? If it closed below this new week opening gap low, if it closed below the new week opening gap last candle, okay, not this candle, because we don't know where the candle is going to close. If the last candle closed below this new week opening gap low and my bias is bearish, any sort of sell below the constant crossment is valid to take the sell. If the last candle close above the new week opening gap high, that means the price is above the new week opening gap high. Any sort of buying opportunity above the constant crossment of this new week opening gap is valid if your bias is bullish. If the last candle close inside this new week opening gap, that is the area you should not do anything. You should wait either to close above this new week opening gap high or to close below this new week opening gap low. If your bias is bearish and you saw the market has closed above the new week opening gap high, you will do nothing. If your bias is bullish and you saw that market closed failed to close above the new week opening gap high, you're not going to do anything. So if your bias is bullish, body closed above the new week opening gap high, above the constant crossment of this new week opening gap high, any kind of buy is valid. If your bias is bearish and you saw that market closed below the new week opening gap low, any sort of selling opportunity below the constant crossment is valid. If the market closed inside this new week opening gap, Your bias is bullish or bearish, I don't care, no trade is valid as long as this candle is not going to show the confirmation by closing either above of this gap or below of this gap. Hope it's clear. So there is three type of opportunity you can use while this market is trading the new week opening gap. It can be new week opening gap, it can be old week opening gap, it can be anything, but week opening gap, day opening gap, it should be like this. 11,739 subscriber. I just need one more subscriber to make it 40. One more guy, let's see. 132 people are watching. I hope at least I got 100 likes. Let's see how many likes did I get. 58 likes, not even the 50%. Guys, can you please push the like button, please? And this one, 25 likes. See, these guys are better. This mobile version guys are much more better. 24 people are watching, 25 likes. You guys are not good, okay? You guys are not good. 134 people watching, 59 likes. And this guy's 24, 25 likes, 26 likes. Come on, man. Come on. Show some love, man. Please. Brother, what do you think about this bearish gap? I don't think anything about this bearish gap because my bias is bullish. I don't care about this bearish gap. Can it hold the market, send it lower? 100% it can do that. But I don't need to worry about this gap over here, this big gap, because my bias is not bearish. If I was bearish, I would not even wait for this candle to trade this new week opening gap or this gap. I would also wait for this candle to close below this new week opening gap one more time before framing any sort of sell. If my bias was bearish, as my bias is not bearish, I'm not going to give any priority to this specific gap. Of course, I'll give the priority to this gap, but not this gap, as my bias is not bearish. By the way, I don't have any bias actually, to be honest. So why I'm saying that, but overall I want to see it will go higher because of the big dealing runs I just explained at the beginning of this stream or last Friday. 11,741 subscriber. Oh man, I was asking for one gap, one subscriber. I just got two subscriber. Thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to our channel. Apex has 80% discount. 25K account $37, 50K account $39. Price action, lifetime price action is $75. It's February 4th. Use code T2. Thank you so much, Tamimi, for sharing that with us, brother. Congratulations on 11,741. Thank you so much, brother. I'm really happy because getting a 41 subscriber. Oh man, within a moment I got 2 subscriber. Thank you so much, guys. Whoever subscribed to our channel. That gap is target area. Which gap is target area, brother? Him. By the way, guys, if I'm not reading your comment, it means that you have written something that will trigger my ego. I don't want to read that comment. That's why I will just avoid your comment. If I see something you have written, something like that, I don't want to ruin everyone's time by watching me and like quarreling with you or yelling with at you. I don't want to do that. So I really prefer to avoid those type of comments instead of that. Just keep calm and quiet. Thank you so much for understanding. I'm watching as my bias is bullish. Okay, as my bias is bullish. If my bias was not bullish, I would start to look for sell while the market would close below this gap over here. I would start to look for sell. As my bias is bullish, I'm watching if it can take some sort of liquidity. For example, this low, can it take that low and then start to go higher again? After taking that low, while the market will close above this new opening gap high, any sort of retracement, I'll try to take the buy from that retracement. And that means the retracement after closing above this gap, while the retracement will appear on the chart, that will be actually the entry opportunity over there. We'll see. We'll look for that within a moment. First, let's see if this is a bullish market or bearish market. So far this market is respecting the new week opening gap. It can be a bearish market. I'm not interested to look for any sort of bearishness, so I'm not framing any trade. But if I were looking for a bearishness, or like I was thinking that this is a bearish market, okay, I'm not bullish, I'm bearish, then I would wait for this candle to close below this gap and I would frame the same setup here. The setup I framed here, I would frame the same setup over there. As my bias is not bearish, I will not frame any sort of bearishness from this market around that area. Again, if you are bearish, you can look for any sort of sell or any kind of entry opportunity from that area. Okay, I don't have any problem. This guy is extremely bullish. I'm really happy to see that. Let me see what is happening on YM. YM is also bullish. This is called correlated market. This market fall fast, the YM fall fast, then two bull candle. So after one, two, three, four bear candle, there is almost two bull candle. One, two, three, four candle, almost two bull candle. One, two, three, four candle. After that, two bull candle. This is called correlated market. That means this all market are correlated. If you see this type of market, it's really awesome. Not from this 15-minute chart, but also from the weekly daily chart. So this is the higher time frame, weekly and daily chart. You need to look for this type of correlated market from your higher time frame. When you will start to see them, you will start to predict the good price action. But right now, if I go to the simply daily chart, you will see a difference over here. So this is the daily chart from the Nasdaq market. This is the daily chart from the ES market. This is the daily chart from the YM market. See the differences between these three market, how different they are. Like just look, watch how different they are. One is extremely bearish, one is consolidating sideways, one is extremely bullish. So this is kind of not correlated from your very high time frame. The area you should be very careful where there is market is not correlated. However, it makes any sense to you. For example, if I were bearish, I'm not bearish, I'm not framing any sell. If I were bearish, I would wait for this candle to close below this gap. I would look for the sell. I'm not bearish, I'm not taking this sell. I repeat, I'm not bearish, I'm not taking this sell. I would put my stop loss just above this candle and would look for the last FVG, which is here around this area, which is an unfinished business as well. So I could wait for this area to take this sell. So this candle close, next candle will open. I would take the sell from here and then I will hold my trade here after clearing some partial. I'm not bearish, so I'm not framing this sell. If any of you are bearish, you can frame the sell from anywhere you love to frame that sell. I'm not bearish, I'm not framing that sell. I repeat, I'm not bearish, I'm not framing the sell because I don't believe that this market is falling. Instead of that, I would love to see it has cleared the liquidity here. Now it will start to go higher. So if it keep going higher, I'll try to frame another trade. If it's a bearish market, I'll miss this trade. I'm not going to get any losing trade. So I tried one trade, didn't give me the entry. We'll wait for the next opportunity to appear. If it doesn't appear on the chart, I'll not take any trade. For example, it is falling, it is falling, it is falling, it is falling. I will wait for this market to come over here to frame another buy again from that area. As long as this market is not touching the lower quadrant from that deep discounted area, I'm not interested to think about any sort of bearishness. Thank you, Uchik, for that penguin brother. And Jerry, thank you so much, both of you guys. Trading futures builds character, mostly patience and trauma. I hate the trauma, man. I'm struggling with the chat only. I'm a very small subscriber. I mean, sorry, YouTuber. You can see over here. If anyone has the intention to mess up with here to show your, the beauty of your knowledge of ICT concepts, I mean, I will request you humbly to leave me alone. I'm not a great YouTuber. Okay? I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not nothing like that way. I'm just working with my community, with my family. I want them to understand this market in a very perfect way. So I don't want to see any of you are ruining that or you are taking that opportunity from us. Please don't do that. It's a request to all of you. If you don't like it, just simply leave it. No need to messed up over here. Please guys. I'm not bearish. I'm not framing any sell. It can start to fall. It can keep falling. It can come anywhere. Can do that. I will miss this trade, but I'm not going to take any short of sell. I believe it fall to take that liquidity. After clearing that liquidity, I'll start to look for buying opportunity. But for taking the buy, first I have to wait for this candle to close above this new week opening gap. Then the retracement, I'll look for that buy. until it's not going to happen like that way. As long as it's not doing that, I'm not framing any trade. I'll keep waiting to see how it is going to trade with this new opening gap. You don't like it, you don't want to wait, you are impatient trader, go for the trade whatever you feel good. I got one more subscriber, 742 subscriber. Come on guys, I'm so lucky today. Already got almost 5 subscriber. Thank you so much guys for subscribing to our channel. I really appreciate it guys. You are being restreamed on YouTube right now. You are being restreamed on YouTube right now. You are being restreamed. I really didn't get your point, brother. What do you mean by? It's actually two stream open. One is for the mobile, and the one is for the what to say, I mean the desktop version. So those people who are watching through the mobile, they'll be able to see this to that mobile. Mobile friends, we need one more subscriber. All this information is down for free. Thank you so much, Eiffel Trader. Oh, so you are actually bringing the subscriber from the mobile version. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it, man. I love you, man. Again, those people who are bearish, remember how to use this gap. This is that gap. I'm not bearish, so I'm not framing the sell. Maybe you are bearish. You know how to use this gap. That gap and this gap are the same gap. They're the same, absolutely same. I'm not bearish. I don't feel like this market will keep falling. Maybe my bias is wrong. Maybe I am wrong. I don't care about that because I'm not taking any losing trade. All I'm doing, I'm letting this round go without pushing the button. That's all I'm doing here because my intention to see if I can take the buy. That's my intention. But at the same time, observe this gap. This for your knowledge. So maybe next day my bias is bearish, not bullish. So what I will do, I will stop framing this buy. Instead of that, I will frame this sell from here, taking the entry for over here, covering the gaps that is gonna inverse this. I mean this high actually, but more importantly above that high, I'll frame the sell from there until the next logical level of wherever it is. But as my bias is not bearish, I'm not framing any sell over here. You have to learn these things to use a gap in a very nice way because there is million of the gaps, right? So you have to find out which gap, not this gap, not this gap, not there is no other gap by the way, not that gap, not that gap. There is some specific gap. I'm not hiding anything to you. I'm sharing everything to you so that you can understand exactly where you should mark that gap to find out that opportunity to take sell or buy. Again, I'm not bearish. I'm not framing any sell. If I were bearish, that would be my sell from the next candle. By putting the stop loss above this high, would look for that last FVG over here after clearing some partial around 1:1 wherever it is. I would try to catch that sell. As my bias is not bearish, I'm not framing any sell. I am still hoping for some sort of buying opportunity. If I don't get the buy, it will keep falling. I'll wait for this fall until here, frame another buy. I hope my point is clear to you guys. 11,742 subscribers. I'm really so happy, guys. I didn't expect that I'm gonna get 40 subscribers by today. But thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. How long it will take to touch 12,000 subscribers? Anybody can guess? Predict it for me, anybody. As long as we are waiting, give me a prediction. When I'm gonna touch 12,000 subscribers? 2 months. Thank you, Sophia. So this is February, March, April. By the end of April, I'm gonna touch 12,000. That's your prediction. We'll see that. Thank you, Filtrator. See this gap, that gap. It's not a random gap, guys. This gap for buy, this gap for sell. What is your bias, bullish or bearish? If your bias is bearish, you are going to take the sell from here. If your bias is bullish, you are going to take buy from there. Are you getting the point? This is how you are going to manage some gaps. Which gap should I use? How long I should use that gap? I hope it's making sense to you. If it doesn't make any sense to you, I will try to show you more examples. I'll keep showing you this. Now, please don't ask me where ICT talked about that. This is my observation. I have found how can I use a gap in a perfect way. Not 100%, but most of the time. How can I use that gap, a specific gap from this market? So that's why I'm showing you a lot of gaps, how to use them. Your job is to take one gap and keep using that as long as you are not going to be satisfied or you're 100% confident about marking that gap. It came to this last FVG. I'm going to mark the last FVG with that one. Very small gap over here, so I'm gonna add that gap. And this is the last FVG. So I'll see if I can find any opportunity, order block opportunity to take entry from that area. Buy entry, of course. Until the last FVG, I'm sorry, the new week opening gap low. If I can find any buying opportunity from there. I've already told that I think you are late, Ellie, but let me go one more time. This is that daily volume imbalance, which is the higher time frame PDRA around that area. Before reaching to this PDRA, this is the first, oh sorry, this is the last gap, right? This gap appeared on the chart inside this volume imbalance. That means while this market was coming to this higher time frame PDRA, it is not being the first gap. It is the first gap over here, right? While this market is coming to this volume imbalance, as long as the high of this gap is above the high of this higher time frame PDRA, I'm gonna use this gap. Or as long as this market is not building any kind of like swing high, low, I'll keep using this gap over here. It built this gap, trade this gap by that candle, fall, took that low, liquidity has been cleared, closed above this gap again, tap to this gap, I'm in a buy. This is not a good looking water block to me. It's a very small body, long wick. It can work as a water block. I don't care because I'm not able to use this candle as a water block. I have to wait for a beautiful candle to appear on the chart as a water block. So if it would love to go higher, I could frame a trade from that area by finding a good water block. Again, it can perfectly respect this water block. I don't care because according to the market maker, he doesn't need a good candle, but I need the good candle because the good candles are being good order blocks, change in a state of delivery. Now, please don't start to teach me how to mark the order block. Please don't do that. I know what I'm doing. As my bias is bullish, I'm waiting for any sort of buying opportunity. If it doesn't want to go higher from here, instead of that, it will have to come here, which is the 1 minute last FVC, which is an unfinished business from Friday. I'll try to look for the buy again from there. If it keep falling, I'll let him fall, let him fall, let it fall. As long as it's not going to touch the deep discounted area from the daily dealing range. When it will touch the dealing range, then I'll be extremely bearish. Until then, I will be not bearish, I will not be bullish. But for now, I have to look for the bullishness. The reason is from the higher time frame, market is showing the bullishness. From the weekly chart, I am bullish. Hey Jamil, boa trade, Tito, tudo bem? Muito bem, obrigado, amigo. No. Hey RP, I hope you touch 12K subscriber by the end of February. Okay, you are saying that by the end of February? I don't think so. It's too fast. But yeah, thank you so much for your prediction. And it's actually appreciation. I'll say like that. It's appreciation. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, man. No problem. No problem, Ellie. Anybody has any confusion about this gap? What did I say? I'm not bearish. That's why I'm not framing the sell from this gap. If I were bearish, that could be my sell from this gap. A very specific gap. How far it can go? Until the high of this candle, that two candle has validated this gap as inverted gap. So if my stop loss is above this high, I will say that I'm safe over here. How long? Until this last FBZ over here, as this market can give me some sort of reaction from this last FBZ. Now you can see I have found a down close body close candle over here. that candle is a good candle. Unfortunately, the high of this candle is inside this gap, so I can't use this candle as an order block. If I would love to use the order block, then I have to look for this consecutive candle to mark the order block. So if the body can close above this candle, I'll try to take the buy from this order block. So first opportunity didn't give me, market didn't give me the entry. Let's see if it can give me the next opportunity from this order block. I need an immediate order block to be created over there. Stop loss below this order block plus 2 handle. As you can see, it's 12 handle, 14 handle, something like that. I'll just keep it like that way, bit below. Remember, body has to close not only above this candle but also above that candle. The reason is the high of this candle is inside this gap, so I am not going to use this one as a change in state of delivery. It's inside this gap, so if really this works to, it wants to work as a change in state of delivery, it's not switching or it's not taking the responsibility from the gap. So this is the gap. The body high has to be above the gap. That means this candle is going to work as a change in state of delivery, and it's going to take the responsibility from the gap to change the state of delivery. As it is inside this gap, anytime market will come trade this gap, sorry, trade this candle, it's actually falling to trade this gap, so it's not the confirmation. Because you understand what I mean to say, it's not the order block. If I would love to mark, then this two consecutive candle is gonna be the order block if it would love to do that on. Otherwise, it will keep falling. I'll look for that area to come here, which is an unfinished business, to frame another buy from there. Can you please take the sell? No, I'm not interested to take the sell, even though my bias is not bullish or bearish, but still I don't want to take the sell as long as it's not going to confirm that I'm going to fall and trading the deep discounted area. 11,742 subscriber, 42 subscriber, 42 subscriber. Filter, can you please switch your chart to, can you please go to the mobile and then bring some more subscriber actually from that mobile version, brother? Last time the way you actually bring them here. Can you please do that for me? I'm so greedy today. Please smash that emojis on the right while we patiently wait. Thank you so much, brother. Now I can't look for any sort of order block because you can see after these candles there is a bull candle. Then this candles closed below this candle, and this candles high is inside this gap, so I can't look for any sort of order block anymore from this area. Instead of that, I have to wait for this market to build another model around that area. I can't use this gap over here as the way I used this gap. I can't do that over here because very immediately market has already built these things over here, so it's not going to build the same thing again over there. Whether it's a simple bearishness, bearish market, I don't care. I can't take the sell just because this is seems like bearishness from this gap. I can't take the sell. Try to understand the fact, brother. Even though I don't have the bias, but I can't take the sell over here just because market is doing all of these things. You wanna take the sell, please go for that. If I wanted to take the sell, that was the way to take the sell. Right now, anytime this market can reverse from that area, this bearish, sorry, bullish PDRA is 1,000 times stronger rather than any sort of bearish PDRA from my 50-minute chart. But brother, you are wrong. Market is falling. I don't care, as I told. Come here, I'll start to look for buy again from this old 1 minute last FBZ. Then it will went through this. Market didn't go higher. Trade the lower quadrant. Then and only then I'll be extremely bearish only. No more bullishness. Only bearish. As long as it's not happening, I'm not interested to look for any sort of sell or something like that. Whoever is interested, you please go for that. I showed you how to look for the sell if you are bearish. I'm not bearish, I didn't frame the sell. Simple. However, today's market, even though it didn't give me the entry over here around that area, but uh, it's respecting the PTR so beautifully, right? I'm really happy to see that. On holiday, this type of things really rare. Anybody can tell me that what is happening on YM chart? Is this bearish, extremely bearish? I can see it actually. Yeah, I have already got the SMT. The Dow has cleared that low. I've already got the SMT with the Dow on Nasdaq. If it is not the, oh sorry, it's not the SMT, it's actually fake SMT. So this guy is going to take that low for sure. The fake SMT. Because Dow is stronger while the market is going higher. So the weakest sister should not take that low. But the weakest sister has taken that low means the strongest sister, which is this Nasdaq, while the market is falling. Go to your daily chart, you will understand what I mean to say. While this market is falling, the strongest sister. So she should take that low. Why? I mean, ES failed to take that low, I don't care. But this guy has to take that low. At least this low has to be taken. Here, can I ask? Don't get upset. I'm not trying to teach you, just curious if you look for these things. So, for example, you are bullish this week. Would it make sense to look for short time sell during Monday? Actually, Monday is a consolidation day. That means most of the time, Monday makes the consolidation. In consolidation days, I can't look for any sort of bearishness. For example, for this week, I'm bullish. But can I take the sell around Monday? No, I can't do that. But if I would love to take the sell, I can do that on Tuesday, where it's the manipulation day. So if I'm bullish, I can look for a short-term sell on Tuesday, and that's gonna be more confident. But on Monday, I should not look for both buy or sell because it's the day where I should expect the consolidation. That means market is just going to be range bound. Make any sense to you? Tuesday, as if we would look for weekly profile like manipulation first and then distribute. Yeah, absolutely. On Tuesday I can think about a short-term bearishness if I'm kind of bullish for the weekly profile, but not Monday. It also depends on the TGIF. For example, if I go to the weekly chart over here, okay, the weekly chart, this candle is not a good sorry, this candle is not a good candle. But for example, if it was like this type of candle, see this candle, it's a good candle, something like that. But this candle has a bigger wick. I don't like to mark this TGIF by this candle. But if I mark the TGIF and go to the TGIF settings over here, this is the quadrant level. So you can see market has finished the TGIF by Friday. So on Monday, it should be one-sided run. That means I should get some kind of one-sided run. If the TGIF is done by Friday, that means the body has closed. I hope you are getting my point. If you don't get the point, I'm gonna show this candle low here. I'm gonna make it. This is the low of the candle. Not a good candle, so it's not a perfect example, but just try to understand what I mean to say. This is the high of the candle. This is the low of the weekly candle. 20% is here, 30% is here. One Friday, market came until here, then closed here. We called it, thanks God it's Friday. If in Friday market finish the TGIF on Monday, we should get one-sided run. So it seems like, for example, today is not the holiday, or maybe my bias was bearish, just any of them were there. After seeing this, I would start to look for sell only because it's gonna be the continuation day, trending day. TGIF is done by Friday. None of them are perfect, so I'm not actually saying you to go for that this week, as the last week candle was not a good candle to look for the TGIF. If it was a good candle, TGIF is done by Friday. I should keep looking for the selling opportunity because it's gonna be the trend is my friend day. So it's a trending day, trend friend day. If the market doesn't finish the TGIF by Friday, then on Monday I should first look for the TGIF lines to be traded at first. Then I will go toward my direction. For example, my bias is bullish, so I will expect today's market to close above these TGIF lines, and tomorrow it will trade these two lines, any of this line, because TGIF didn't finish by the Friday. So Monday, if my bias is bullish, Monday I will wait for this candle to close above the high of this 30%. Then Tuesday, market will first fall to trade either this line, that line, or to take the Monday low, and then it will close or start to go higher, something like that. This is how you can predict the Monday price action. That's why I say that Monday is really easy to trade. It's much more easier to trade the Monday rather than the Friday. It's so easy to trade the Monday. But today's holiday, so we are not going to trade the holiday, okay? Monday is 1,000 times easier to trade. It's the easiest way to trade if you have the idea about the TGIF, just about the TGIF. If there is a TGIF, you will have an idea what is going to happen the next Monday. And absolutely easy, too easy. But you so Monday's consolidation usually, yeah, if the TGIF is not done by Friday, mostly Monday is the consolidation. Even if you have the big news, even if you have don't have any big news, sometimes when you will see the expansion or the continuation of Monday, go back to your Friday and you will see that either it has done the TGIF on Friday, or on Monday first it has already done the TGIF before the market open. So after the market is just going as a continuation day. So now this YM is extremely bearish, extremely bearish. Every single candle is a bearish candle. YM, sorry, and ES is also bearish. Nasdaq is also bearish. All of them are correlated. I'm not looking for any sort of sell as long as this market is not going to touch that level I was expecting from my what's I mean the daily chart. Instead of that, I'm giving my highest priority to this unfinished business from Friday to see if it can come to this 1 minute last FVZ. That is an unfinished business, and then if it can reverse from there. That's my only thing right now I'm waiting for. I got two more subscriber, 11,744 subscriber. Oh man, I'm so happy. There is no breaker. For the breaker, I guys, Ali, breaker block. I have already talked about a lot about the breaker block. For the breaker block, I need 22 YT model first. So if you can show me the 22 YT model, then I can start to look for the breaker block. First, show me where is your 22 YT model from this small price. Then, after seeing the 22 YT model, then I will think about the breaker block. As long as there is no 22 YT model, there is no breaker block to me. I want to use the breaker block that will give me 95% winning rate. That means out of 100 trades, I will get at least 95 winning trade. But so far, as long as I keep marking the breaker block, I don't think so you will ever see the losing trade from the breaker block. I don't remember, but there can be one or two losing trade. But other than that, every single time I mark the breaker block, it's a winning trade, confirmed winning trade. So I need the 22 YT model to mark the breaker block. Every single swing, low, high, lower, low is not my breaker block, or high, low, higher, high is not my breaker block. I don't look for the breaker block like that way. I need the story to build up before even created the breaker block. So the story has to be started from the 22 YT model, and then I will look for the breaker block. It's the easiest way for me to find the best breaker block for me. I'm now watching how this market is going to react from this last FVZ from the 1 minute chart. Is it going to react as a selling opportunity? If it do that and then give me a some sort of selling opportunity over here, I'll try to take that sell until this 1 minute last FVZ 50% is gonna be my target. Remember, this sell is not an high probable sell. I don't think so. I will get that, but if I get that, I'll show that to you. Otherwise, if my bias is bullish, what I will do, I will let all the sell go. I'm not going to take any short of sell. I will wait for this market to come here, then we'll start to look for the buying opportunity. That is the best case of scenario, and that is how we should trade. One more subscriber, 11,745. Who's that guy? Let me read his name one more time. Trading in the zone 1. Oh man, I think you are right, man. The way it's speeding, but I think FL Trader is bringing them from the mobile chart. But however, I'm so thankful to all of you, whoever is subscribing to our channel and who has already subscribed to our channel. I really thank you so much to all of you guys. I just read someone on a Discord channel saying they took the 10 a.m. silver bullet. Can you go over that? 10 a.m. silver bullet. Okay, brother, thank you for asking this question, Neptune. First of all, I'm not bearish again. If I were bearish, what I would expect here, if I were bearish, again, I'm not bearish. Please don't misunderstand me. If I were bearish, I wouldn't expect anybody to close above the constant encroachment of this new week opening gap. Nobody should close above the constant encroachment of this new week opening gap. So this candle appeared on the chart, which is here. I would start to look for selling opportunity, any kind of selling opportunity. Then this market retrace started to go higher and cleared all of these highs here. See this short-term liquidity? This is the only liquidity I have on this market over here. The next liquidity level is here. That is too far. There is no other liquidity except these liquidities. So relatively equal highs has been cleared over here. Traded this 50-minute entry gap over here. This candle high, that candle low. Entry gap has been traded. Body has closed below this new week opening gap. I would start to look for selling opportunity from that area. Any short of selling opportunity, I would go for that. And we have already explained this sell from this gap, that this candle has closed, then the next candle has tapped to this gap. That's going to be the sell if your bias is bearish. By the way, I'm seeing a selling opportunity here now, rejecting from this gap. You understand, brother? I was not bearish, so I didn't frame any short of selling opportunity. But if I would love to, I don't know how to use that silver bullet, because silver bullet is something, if you would love to use the silver bullet model, you will be able to see on the YouTube a lot of video where you can simply see the 5-minute gap to look for the sell or whatever it is. It's, I don't believe in that shit, but in my opinion, that if I would love to look for the selling opportunity from the silver bullet, then I have to wait. I have to know every single PDRA of ICT's concepts. I really don't know every PDRA, so I'm not interested to frame any trade from the silver bullet. That could be the selling opportunity from here. I'm not bearish, so I'm not taking the sell. But if I were bearish, that could be my next selling opportunity by putting the stop loss, just covering the low of this 1 minute last gap by believing that it's not going to violate it. If it violated, for example, this levels is gonna be violated, that means it's going to take that high, trade this 50%, and then it will start to fall. As I'm not bearish, I'm not taking this one. I'm just watching how it is going to react from that area. I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. So I'm not bearish, I'm not taking sell. I don't believe in the sell. I will only try to take the buy. If I were bearish, I would try to frame the sell from that area like this way, by putting the stop loss exactly over here. Because if this market really would love to violate this level, it means it's going to take that high, which it should not do if it is bearish, and then trade the 50%, then it will start to fall. As I'm not bearish, I'm not framing any, taking any sell. I'm just watching if it works or not. If my bias was bearish, if I were in this trade from this area, how it work. Now you can say that, brother, you are in deep discounted area, why you are framing the sell around that area? While this market has broken the last PDRA, my bias is not bearish. I'm not taking this sell. I'm not going for this sell. I repeat it. If this market is bearish and market is really would love to go for the sell side liquidity, for example, the sell side liquidity is over here. It will love to go for the sell side liquidity. What it needs to do? It needs to break all the bullish PDRA, all the bullish PDRA, and then use those bullish PDRA as a resistance to fall for the next logical level, in my opinion, which is this 1 minute last FVG, which is an unfinished business. So until this last FVG, it should keep falling by respecting the bullish PDRA as a inverse way. For example, I'm bearish and it didn't work. Market has closed, take that high, respected the 50%, then closed below this gap. I'll look for the sell again from this gap by using it as an inverse gap. Again, I'm not bearish, I'm not taking any sell. I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. So I'll wait for the buying opportunity because I'm believing the buy is coming. Market has cleared the sell side liquidity here. This is a swing high which is valid for market structure. I'll try to take the buy from that area. I get the market structure shift and fair value gap 22 IT model. I'll try to take the second trade for today. I'll try to take it. First trade didn't work, so I'll go for this next trade. So I've got the market structure shift around this area. All I need an FVG now. Take the buy. The market structure shift. I'm not bearish again, so I'm not framing any sell. I'm not good at taking sell. If it keep falling, I'll miss this sell. I don't have any problem with that. Here, if there is a gap, I'll try to take the buy from that gap. If there is no gap, I'll not take the buy. Best is if there is two gap. That is the best. If it doesn't take me like this time, I'm absolutely okay with that. I'm not going to take any kind of entry, or any kind of entry is not valid if this swing high is taken, because this is the nearest buy side liquidity over here on this market. So if this high is taken, before taking me, I'll let this go. I'll not take this trade. At the same time, if it doesn't come here to this gap within 5 candle, I'll also not take this trade. By the way, it's not the best 22 IT model. It's just a 22 IT model, because the swing high is over there is not a best swing high for shifting market structure. So as I'm bullish, and this my last opportunity, I think so, which is gonna be appeared on in the chart inside the uh, second macro. So if I can get this trade, I'll try to take this trade. If it doesn't take me, I'm not gonna chase the market. Simple, I'll let this go. I tried one buy here, market didn't take me, give me a huge run. I'm trying the next trade over here. As my bias is bullish, I'm not bearish. I'm not interested to take any sort of sell. So I will let all the sell go. Let this sell go. If it would start to keep falling from there, I would let this go. I would wait for this market to come here to frame the buy again. As this market didn't come here, instead of that, inside this volume imbalance, upper quadrant of this volume imbalance is respecting, and this market has given me an opportunity to take the entry. Again, it's not the best setup, but still it is a logical setup to me. I'll try to catch this buy as long as this high is not going to be cleared. If this high is cleared, I'm not going to take any sort of buy. Or if it takes more than 5 candle to come to this gap, I'll not take this buy. This is the third candle. You can see this is the candle that has built the gap, right? This candle has built the gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 candle, I have to take this entry. Market didn't give me the entry. I'm absolutely okay, because I know when I should look for the buy. I tried to catch that buy. Unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry. I knew when I should think about the buy. You knew that when you should look for that buy. Market didn't give. I'm absolutely okay with that. Remember, if this high is taken, because this is the low hanging fruit over here, can be a bearish market, as I don't have any bias on this market. If this high is taken before taking me, I'm not gonna take that trade, because that's area is my area to think about a partial. Let me show you this area. It's a beautiful area to take the partial. Yeah, I know it's not 1:1, but something like this. Okay, it's a good area to take the partial. 26 handle, I could take the partial over here. So I'm not going to take the entry if it cleared that high, or if it failed to take me within maximum 5 candle. If there was two gap, that could be the awesome, because in that type of scenario I would get confirmation that I am going to enter into the market, but unfortunately it didn't do that. I'm just trying to catch it. If it doesn't take me, I'm gonna cancel the trade. Simple. This high is taken, not entry is valid. Still clean highs, no problem. Come back within 5 candle, I'll try to take this trade, because this is clean highs. Still that is valid. That is taken by one tick, it's not valid. If this market doesn't take this high and then come back again, trade this gap, build an order block, I'll try to take the entry from the order block if it takes too much time to come back again over here. Okay, this high is taken, so I'm not going to take this trade. Either way, it's not going to give me the entry, because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth number candle. All I mean to say, I knew when I should look for that buying opportunity. I knew when I should look for the buying opportunity. So some people keep saying that it's also gambling to find out the lowest, the low, right? The extreme low. It's really kind of no, it's not gambling. It's a logical level for this retracement. It's a logical level for the reaction. When I'm going to get that reaction, I'm confident about that reaction. Until a low hanging fruit, I will try to catch that reaction. There is nothing wrong. At the same time, if it closes below this gap now, that can be a selling opportunity after taking that loss over here. I think 14 to 15 handle, and then it closed below this. It's a good opportunity to take sell for here, because it is the only PD array that is holding the market. And this market is reversing from the 50-minute bearish gap. See this bearish gap from 50-minute chart. So you don't need to worry about the some sort of high time frame PTR as well. I'm going to remove this because market didn't give me the entry. I think you guys got the point what I mean to say. Or whatever I was trying to show you. I don't need to catch the run here and then hold it until that area. I don't need that. All I need, got the entry until here, 30 handle, 40 handle. I'm more than happy to get that boom. And then we'll put my stop loss over there. Let the market to go like here. It has provided 40, 50 handle. I'm happy. It didn't provide. I'm also good with that. 11,400, sorry, 746 subscriber. Now I'm so much greedy to get 50 subscriber. I just need 4 more subscriber to make it 50. Let's see if I can get that. 4 more subscriber. FL Trader, can you please bring 4 more subscriber over here, man? Mobile friends, Tiru and whole team needs a few more subscribers. Don't be shy. We are all here to help. And the best part is 100% free. Thanks to all viewers. You all the best. Thank you so much, man. Is it 22 YT model cell is okay at 1010? There's no 22 cell model over here. I don't see any 22 cell model around that area, brother. Unfortunately, there's no 22 cell model for me. If you find any good, thanks team. Honestly, it's because of you folks that we show up daily. Thank you for all of your support. It is greatly appreciated. Congratulations, Tito. Thank you so much, brother. Now, please bring 4 more subscribers so that we can explore 50 subscribers, 750 subscribers. So, need just 4 more subscribers. I have already told that it's not a perfect market structure shift. I didn't hide anything. I just told it's not the best 22 IT model, but according to my expectation, as the market perfectly rejected after clearing the liquidity and shifted the market above that high, I can use it for a short period of time to look for a buying opportunity. It's not the best or perfect 22 IT model. I've already talked about that. See this low hanging fruit, what did I tell? If this high is taken, this entry is not valid anymore. Why? Because this is the low hanging fruit. That means market can simply take that high and then it can start to fall again for the unfinished business. So if this high is taken, I'm gonna miss the buying opportunity or the partial opportunity. I don't wanna miss that partial opportunity. That's why I told, if this high is taken, this small part of this information, maybe you are going to skip this, but this is really so important information. Why this high? Why not that high? Why not that high? Because this high is inside this gap from 50 minute chart. See this gap? It's inside this gap. So if this high is taken, it means market has entered into the 50-minute gap now. The bearish PTR is over there. It can be respected from there and keep falling for the unfinished business to finish. So what I'm going to do, for example, I'm only bullish. I will let that buy. If I get that buying opportunity, I'll try to take that buy from here. Take the partial, put the stop loss to the break even, got a stop out to the break even after clearing the partial, and then I will let the market to come back again over here to take the buy. Or if I'm not kind of bullish, or I'm just going to catch anything I'm going to take, it will close below this gap here, below that bearish PD array. I'm gonna take the sell here, which I tried here. If I was bearish, see this candle, I'm already in a trade over there. Around here, the stop loss is gonna be support the same area, the low of this gap. It's bit higher is good. Here I'm not bearish, I'm not taking this sell, but if I were bearish, I got stopped out over here by that leg, by 15 handle over here, and then closed below this, I would take resell from that candle. After taking that 15 handle loss, I would hold my trade until the 50% of this 1 minute last bullish gap. So I was bearish, I took the sell here, it didn't work, market went higher, cleared the most obvious liquidity or the low hanging fruit, closed below this PDR again, going to trade this PDR, going to fall for this area. I would think like that way if I were bearish. In the meantime, this leg has traded the bearish PDR from the 15-minute chart. I'm not bearish, I'm not taking this sell. It will work or not, I don't care. The same way it worked, I don't care. It is also going to work, I don't care. I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. If I don't get the opportunity from here, I'll look for the buy over there. So I'm not going to push the button here by thinking it's going to be bearish or something like that. I'm not bearish, I'm not framing this trade, but you guys can simply observe it, how it is going to work. Is it on T2 Discord or some other Discord? I just read someone on Discord channel saying they took the 10 a.m. silver bullet. Okay, thanks. I think ICT says to hold until 11 and it's free money. No, it's not like that way. If you're trading the silver bullet is 10 a.m., not 10 a.m., 9:50 to 11:10. That's the silver bullet time. So in this time frame, whatever setup you will get, you can go for that. Anytime in between 9:50 to 11:10. And more precisely 10 to 11. Adding the macro time with the top of the hour, you are going to get the silver bullet. Horizontal screen mobile is giving us a run for our money. Lol. For more subscribers from desktop or laptop squad, let's go. Thank you all. After your message, I have already got another subscriber. I can see 11,747 subscriber. Oh, Affiliator, where are you, man? I'm getting a lot of subscriber. Thank you so much, man. I'm getting a lot of new people. I'm really so happy. Thank you so much, man. Thank you again to all of you, and as well as FL Trader as well, for bringing the new people over here. So let's say I hope we are going to touch 11,750 subscriber and trading in the zone. Now I'm believing that maybe it's also possible to touch 12,000 subscriber by the end of this February. I'm 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 being greedy now. Sorry guys. Thanks for the penguin, sister. By the way, this sell, I'm not taking it, okay? My bias is not bearish, so I'm not taking this sell. I'm just saying, what if I were in this kind of scenario, my bias was bearish, what I would do? If my bias was bearish, I would frame a sell over here, I would get stopped out over there by 15 handle, I would frame resell over here, hold my trade until the 50% after clearing some partial to the top of this line. You can see here 26 handle. After clearing some partial around 26 handle, then I would hold my trade until the 50% if my bias was bearish. I'm not bearish, I'm not framing any sell. I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. If I find the buy, I'll try to take that buy. I'm not taking any sell, so it will work. I don't care. I'm just gonna miss the trade intentionally because my buy thinking is not to take the sell. So I will not take the sell. I will only try to take the buy. Today I framed two buy. One is from here, one is from there. Both of them has provided me the partial. Unfortunately, none of them has triggered. None of them has triggered. But sell here it triggered on the chart. It triggered on the chart, but it got a stopped out, and I think it's gonna give the boom as well, at least the partial until to the top of this line. Here to the top of this line, I think it's gonna give that leg over here at least. Okay, however, but I'm not bearish, so I'm not framing the sell. This is how you should also trade. If your bias is bullish, then keep looking for the buy. You don't give a shit if your bias is wrong. You're not going to take any trade. My Because your bias was wrong, your expectation was wrong. Don't just switch it and fall into that tilt. Man, it's going to work. I don't care, man. It's not my bias, it's not my expectation. I'm not gonna touch this market over here, even though everything has perfectly aligned over there, but I'm not going to take that sell. I don't care, is it going to work or it is not going to work. I'll keep waiting for the buying opportunity. Why do you like the penguin and what does it mean to you? While I was a kid, okay, I think I was 12 to 13 years old, something like that. I watched the movie Happy Feet. If I'm not wrong, it's an animated movie, Happy Feet. If I'm wrong about the name of this movie, please correct me. In that movie, I fall in love with the penguin. Beauty of the, like, they're really so beautiful. It was an animation movie, but I fall in love with that penguin. So in that childhood, I was thinking if I can go to Europe to find out the penguin city, to watch the penguin, to see the penguin, a lot of penguin. I keep dreaming about that. Like in the childhood, the kids keep dreaming about being Superman, Spider-Man. I was dreaming to go to the penguin land. From that area until today, I never forget about that. I still feel like if I could go for the penguin city or penguin land, I'd be very happy. I would like, it's kind of a dream of me. I have two dreams. One is I want to go to Egypt and I wanna make a barbecue on the moonlit night. One side it will be the Nile of river, one other side it will be the pyramid. I will be in the middle in the desert under the sky of full moon. I'll just do the barbecue. That's one dream, and another dream is I will go to the penguin city, penguin land. I will like this is just my dream. That's why I love them, brother. Unfortunately. Yeah, I remember that movie, Happy Feet. Absolutely. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, so I'm not wrong actually. Yeah, it's about the Happy Feet. After watching that movie. By the way, it stopped, like it went higher. Look, I am not bearish, so please don't think that it's a bearishness. When I'm expecting it will go higher, so I'm not being very sarcastic over here by getting stopped out because now I should feel very happy because I'm bullish and market is going higher. If the bearish doesn't work, it give me more confidence to look for the bullishness. Let's see if I can find something new to look for the buying opportunity with this market. What do I have over there? Just cleared that low. I didn't like it. It seems like a sign of the fake SMT. Some of you love to mark the SMT, right? SMT. You're seeing this is a SMT. I'm seeing this is a fake SMT. Here, I'm seeing this is a fake SMT. That means market is going to come again to take that low. Why? Because the strongest sister failed to clear that low. The weakest sister has cleared that low. It's a sign of the fake SMT. That means market will come back again to to correct the fake SMT, something like that. So if I were looking for the buying opportunity, I was thinking about a buy, but now I will not look for the buy after seeing that fake SMT over here. I'll just wait a bit more to see if it Why? So here I had an opportunity, but right now I don't have any opportunity either way. Loved your dream. Hope they come true. Thank you, Ellie. I hope so. Thank you, Sophia, for that penguin sister. And the moon. Okay, both of them. Is there snakes in the desert? I also would love to go, but just scared there might be poisonous snake. If you study about the Egypt and about the desert area, there is some rattlesnake, and it's actually not coming toward the area where it is protected by the government, Egypt government. So they have something like they arranged that area and it's like secured. There is no rattlesnake or something like that over there. You don't need to worry about that. All you have to do, you have to pay the fee and you have to be very careful about the revel in that area. I mean, some people are not good over there. They can take everything, take out everything from you. Okay, so you have to be very careful about that. The pyramids, that would be incredible. Of course, sister. That's my dream city, the Egypt's. And yeah, maybe one day I'll be there. Never been in Egypt. However, guys, now I should look for an entry opportunity. I'm just thinking what I will do because I have got the market structure shift over here. I have the fair value gap here. I have the fair value gap. What I should do. Okay, I'll try my last trade here today. If it can take me, we'll see. There. I should not go for this one. I am going for this one. I should not go for this one. Why did why? I don't know. I think the best setups are not working. Going to work. Hmm. Let's see. This is the third time I'm framing the trade for today. First two entry didn't give me the entry opportunity. The last opportunity, I'll see if I can get that entry. As long as this market is not reaching for this gap, it's not touching this gap, I'll try to take that buy. Of course, I'll count the candle from here. So after that candle appeared on the chart, one, two, three, four, five. Within five candle, it has to give me the entry. If it doesn't give me, this is gonna be the third entry I'm going to frame today, and none of them has given me the entry, unfortunately. So let's see. I don't think so. It's also going to give me the entry. I mean, if it touch here, this entry is not valid anymore. This old PDRA. I'll not frame any trade or I'll not take any trade over there. I don't know. Oh, wow, guys, 11,749 subscriber. I just need one more subscriber. Oh, good. Thanks for that info, brother. Maybe someday I would go as well. Let's see, brother. Yeah, I think we'll go all together. Our meeting will be there. A good meeting over there. Guys, I just don't know what is happening today. I framed three buy today. None of them triggered. None of them got triggered. That was the first trade I framed today. Market didn't trigger that. The plus was here somewhere. If it touches this gap, I'm not able to trade this market anymore. Not there actually. But they're relatively equal. That was the first trade we have framed today. The second trade has been framed from this 22 IT model, not a best 22 IT model, but still we tried to take this trade from this 22 IT model by putting the stop loss here and at least the partial loss here. That is the partial level. Didn't trigger, didn't trigger. And this is the last trade I framed today. Still now it didn't give me the entry. I just don't know it will give me that within 5 candle or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 candle it has to reach over here before tapping to this gap. If it tapped to this gap, entry is not valid. If it take more than 5 candle, it's not valid. I tried my level best, but yeah, it didn't give me the entry opportunity. It's absolutely okay with that, unfortunately. Let's see. I have three more candle, right? One, two, three, four, five. So I have two more candle to give me that entry opportunity. So after this candle, one more candle. I wish it will take me. I'll try to take the entry from the 50% of this gap as the stop loss peak candle. Try to put it higher. I don't think so it's going to give me the entry. So today's market is not providing me the entry, but I hope I am able to convince you guys to how to when you should look for that entry opportunity. I think you are convinced. If you're not convinced, I'm so sorry. My bias is not bearish, so I will let all the sell go. I don't care if I miss that or not, if I take that or not, is it a losing trade or not, it's a winning trade or not. I really don't care about that. All I care, can I take the buying opportunity? Unfortunately, it's not giving the entry. 11,750 subscriber. All credits goes to T2. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not saying that. Thank you, FL Traders, Sophia, Suziban, all of you, to bring more people, to attract more people, and tell us to join us. Thank you so much to all of you, Tamimi. All the mods and all the people are here with me for so long. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for joining to our group. Whoever is new here, guys, please keep coming. I promise you, you will at least learn something here. Okay, it's not gonna be wasting your time. I promise you. If you don't get the price action, you will get the psychology. If you don't get the psychology, you will get the price action. If you don't get none of them, then you will at least get the idea to risk management, money management, or anything like that. So you will get something at least for sure over here. If you don't focus on copy trade only. Okay, so if you focus on copy trade, then you are going to waste your time. Otherwise, if you focus on the how to find out this type of gaps, if you focus on that, can I do that by myself? You will get a lot of things over here. These gaps are not over here when I was framing the selling opportunity over there. They are not over here. So this gap and the sell I was framing over here, they're absolutely not same. It's absolutely different. However, it takes more than 5 candle. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 candle, market didn't give me the entry. Again, missing opportunity. That means market didn't give me the entry. This is the third time I framed the third buy. None of them has given me the entry. Is that my fault? No. I was waiting for the PDRA to be traded. Okay, didn't give me that. Here, look at this. How far? Like, just missed me. 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 11,751 subscriber. One more subscriber. Wow, man. I'm floating, man. I'm flying. What happened today? But thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to our channel. It's a great achievement. I will say like that way. By the way, those people who are joining me, are you joining through that mobile window? Because it never happened before. I got another one. Thank you, Tamimi, for giving me this idea about the uh, mobile version as well. Thank you so much, brother. I can't take this trade anymore because it takes more than 5 candles. So it's not the immediate reaction. I can't take this. I don't think so. on Nile there is any kind of life. If I'm not mistaken, uh, on the Nile of river there is no life. There is no fish. Uh, there is no life on the on the on that river. Nile. Okay, how to say that? There is no life, no fish, nothing. If I'm not wrong, I so far I know. There is no crocodile. There's nothing. Congratulations, Titu, 11,750. Boom. Thanks, team. Thank you so much. Trader. Thank you so much, brother. I have no word, man. So I'm really so happy. I never expect that I'm gonna get that. I was thinking that if I get 740 subscriber, I got 12 more subscriber over here, man. I've been here since July 2024. I know you, Morshad. I know you very well. I know you very well, brother. Thanks a lot, man, for being over here for such a long time, man. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you, Sophia. And those people who are new, ask me any kind of question you have. As long as you are asking, I'll try my level best to reply you. This entry is not valid anymore. Why? It takes too long, right? More than 5 candles. So I'm not going to take this trade anymore. I'm not interested to take this trade anymore because it takes more time to come here to this PD array. So I'm not going to believe her anymore. I'm gonna wait for the new things to appear on the chart to find out an opportunity. Can I look for a 22 IT mod? I'm sorry, breaker block. There is no 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 breaker block. Thank you, Sophia, for sharing the Discord as well, man. Very soon we are going to have a party for 12K. Inshallah. 12K, yeah, I think I need 248 subscriber more. 248 subscriber, oh man, it's huge. I've been with Chitu for more than a year now. Yes, sir. Thank you, Posada, for being over here such a long time, man. Some of you are so old over here. Don't you get bored, guys? Tell me a true opinion. Don't you get bored for listening the same voice again and again? Can you how can you listen me? If I were you, I wouldn't listen, man. This is bullshit. My English, oh man. Hey Rifa. Okay, that's a great compliment. Thank you, sis. Thank you, brother. Every day I learn more on these lives. Thank you so much, brother, for the compliment. Sometimes I feel like I have really some family here. I have the family over here. I feel like that way. I mean, I don't know you guys, but I know this is my family. I feel like that way, man. And I really appreciate it, guys. So when I see some of the members or the viewers are trying to distract you guys, I get very rude. I'm so sorry for that. I don't need to get rude because those type of comments will bring more subscriber over here. I know that, but I can't take the subscriber by distracting you. So all I care, as long as you're not distracting, I'm happy with that. If anyone try to distract you, I'm not gonna allow that. Even if people keep unsubscribe me, I don't give a shit. Hello, sorry for being late. What have I missed? Nothing, don't you? Not only you, but also me. Missed three buying opportunity. Three buying opportunity I missed. None of them has provided me the entry opportunity. None of them. So we didn't miss anything. Now you are in front of your chart. Don't start to push the button, please, brother. Today's market is going to close around 1 p.m. It's a very short period of time to trade now. So please don't enter into the trade right now. I mean, just suddenly you will come and start to trading. Please don't do that, brother. Who the hell are you to tell me not to trade today? I'm your brother. You are my brother. I'm your brother. I have crocodiles and alligators while where I live. If I'm not wrong, on Australia, in Australia actually, there are a lot of crocodiles in Australia. My friend Proteterpath, he told me a story actually when he went to Australia at first. Around the morning, he saw like 5 to 6 children of crocodile. Okay, the very small crocodile on in his kitchen. Then he actually put them into a shocks and then throw them to the forest. Very small crocodile. I thought I think that kangaroo and the crocodile actually huge in Australia. I can be wrong. There anyone from Australia? By the way, I got another one subscriber. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, thank you so much, man. 11,753 subscriber. What do you view, man? Jamie, I was missing you, man. I've heard the kangaroo is dangerous, will kick you. It's very dangerous. Sometimes they hit on the on the mirror of car, running car. They hit intentionally. I don't know why they do that, but sometimes they're very dangerous. One good thing about Canada, where I live, is that there is hardly any wild, dangerous animal. You're amazing, amazing. Okay, Sophia loves arts. I love arts. I love taking picture. In your area, there is no wildlife. I hate that place. I got another subscriber, 11,754. What is happening, guys? Is that spamming or something? It doesn't happen actually. Miss it too, my friend. Thank you so much. Jamie, I'm coming to Florida very soon. Where I live is only dangerous people. Where do you live, Gangjangpa? Your new subscriber, awesome. Yeah, I'm just getting confused. Is that kind of spamming or something? Because this much subscriber, like this fast, this is unexpected. Yes, come to. Oh yeah, Sophia, you are also from Florida. I forgot. Sorry. You can easily box a kangaroo. Come on, man. This is fun. Okay, I know. Okay, let's see if I can find something. Actually, I have nothing over here. Only this fake SMT, which is gonna be corrected now. I think so. Remember the fake SMT here? This law has cleared over here. It is called the fake SMT. And this guy failed to clear that law. So strongest sister failed to clear that law. This is how you should look for the right SMT. So if this was a bullish market, then Nasdaq would take that low. It would fail to take that low. It's called the fake SMT. Now the market is running to correct the fake SMT over here. It's a guaranteed sell actually. Unfortunately, I'm not bearish, so I will not take the sell. Yes, Florida is amazing, great and friendly people, and the food is amazing. I wish I could be from America, Florida, then my English would be awesome, and nobody would leave me because of my language. I would get a bigger community, more people. Guys, those people are joining us. Please try to join our Discord as well. It's absolutely free, and we do a lot of learning things through our Discord community. So if you don't mind, you guys can join us through that link on the pinned comment. Join us to our Discord. 755 subscriber. Oh man, I'm in the big family project right now, but I'm always here. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Come here in Italy so you can try real coffee. I've been in Italy 3 to 4 times. Actually, most of the time I went to Rome only because my friend, not my friend, actually younger brother, he lives in Rome, near Rome. I have been over the 3 to 4 times. And yeah, to be honest, the coffee of that area is awesome. It's really awesome. Maybe to try AI behind your voice. I don't wanna do that to be honest because my English is my identity. My voice is my identity. I don't want to lose that identity. As I'm not showing my face, I think I will show that. I will start to showing the face after 15,000 subscriber. So it's very near actually. So after getting 15,000 subscriber, I will start to open the webcam. I have two problem. One problem, I feel shy. And the second problem is I smoke a lot. I smoke a lot. Okay, like within 10 to 15 minutes, I smoke a cigarette. So if I open the webcam, it's gonna be difficult for me to stay like 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours without smoking. It's gonna be so difficult. Just because of that, I'm not opening the webcam. I know I have to open that today or tomorrow. I'll I don't know what I will do over there. I'll just write something here. Smoking kills, something like that. I'll write it down over there. Stop being greedy. You are doing great. The good thing comes in batches. Absolutely, Gang Chongpa. I agree with you, brother. I'm not I'm not being greedy, man. But sometimes when I see people are subscribing, I'm a human being. So I start to feel like, oh, maybe something good is coming. Something good is coming because it's almost 3 years now. I'm doing the live streaming. Not 3 years, 2 years and a half. So 2 years, 6 months, something like that. 30 months. Yeah, that's the problem, Ellie. That's why I'm thinking what I should do. I can't stay without that. And if it happens like that way, maybe I'll never open the webcam. So good when I am not trading, just enjoying a stream. Seriously, man. Thank you for that compliment, brother. Thank you so much, man. Love from Pakistan. Me too, smoking. Hey, Jesh. Uh, hey, how are you? I'm cool, Sachin. How are you, brother? Yeah, smoking injuries to health. So please don't try it at home. Try to not to smoke, please. Try not to smoke. Great thing is coming. Speak it into existence. Okay, great thing. I wish to, brother. Market is just bouncing in this two level, which is this fair value gap over here and this upper quadrant level of the volume imbalance. Let me show you this upper quadrant, the low of this volume imbalance, high of this volume imbalance. If I divide it by the quadrant level, you see this upper quadrant here, it's respecting over here. Here, this is that upper quadrant of the volume imbalance over here. So it's bouncing in between these two levels. First, this bearish gap. Second, this upper quadrant of the volume imbalance. As long as it will keep bouncing, I have to keep waiting and I have to wait for every single time it will fall, find a buying opportunity. As long as here I don't see any buying opportunity, I had the buying opportunity here, I had the buying opportunity there, I had the buying opportunity here. But here I have no buying opportunity yet, so I'm not framing any trade around that area. Hey Tito, I was trying to do my weekly analysis yesterday. I have to used a 4 hours and daily candles because I see a lot 15 minutes fair value gap even in 1 hour. That's the good thing, brother. I mean, if you get confused by the 4 hour, sorry, 1 hour chart and 15-minute chart, go directly 4 hour chart. Nothing is wrong over there. I do that. Everyone do that. As long as the 50-minute or the hourly chart is not good, stay on 4 hour chart as your higher time frame point of interest. There is nothing wrong with that. Gangjam Pai. Yep. Kitu, it's time. See ya tomorrow. See you, brother. Uchuk. Unfortunately, I didn't get any trade today. I framed three buy, none of them triggered. Unfortunately, okay, so it's a day of no trade to me. I didn't got any trade, but I got a lot of subscribers. So it was 55, now it's 56, 756. Thank you so much, guys. And I think it's the lunch hour. By the way, today's lunch hour doesn't have any value because market is going to close around 1 p.m. So you are allowed to trade until 1 p.m. There is nothing wrong to trade the lunch hour today because nobody is going to take the break today. Nobody's trading here actually. So you don't need to worry about that. Not if you go to the regular trading hour, there is no price action. Just look at this. Market closed here on Friday, uh, around this area, not Friday here, Friday, and from there is no price action. Simply nothing over here. You don't need to worry about the lunch hour today. You can trade the lunch hour if you find something, but I prefer to take the buy only. If you find selling opportunity, you can go for that as well. I'm LinkedIn in Discord. My trading was done before market open, bank holiday, so wanted to be practice patience. Wow. Yeah, guy. Thank you, man, for being patient. Now I understand who are you, Gangchungpa. Because I was thinking you guys are different. But yeah, thank you so much, LinkedIn. I sometimes you share the screenshot of your daily payouts. Sorry, not daily payouts, daily PNL. I feel very good, but you trade a lot. Try to not to trade a lot. Please try not to trade a lot. Mhm. Okay. If this candle doesn't close below this water block, we'll try to take the sell from this inverse. I don't think so. It's also going to take me. So today, if I frame the trade, if I feel so confident to frame a trade, it's not providing the entry. So I'm now hopeless. I'm thinking that it's also not going to give me the entry. It will just keep falling and take that sell side liquidity. Until now, I was not feeling good to take the sell, and when I feel good to take the sell, let's see if it take me. I'll wait for maximum 5 candle to enter, and we'll see if not this low, actually this liquidity. This liquidity is obvious, so for the best. Yes, today you can trade until 1 p.m. because today is the holiday and nobody's trading in Wall Street. So they're not in rush to go for the lunch okay? So nobody's going to take the lunch. Everyone is in their room. They're taking seeing the market like you and me are seeing in front of the laptop. No need to worry about the lunch hour. Nobody's going to take the lunch today. They're not going outside to take the lunch today. But I don't think so. I'm going to get that entry. So all the trade I framed today, I didn't get the entry opportunity. Oh man, that could be an awesome partial area. What happened to the market? Either way, this is the market. I think the market maker is watching us. He's not interested to give me the entry today. This is the first time I feel confident to take the sell because first of this fake breakout, secondly this reaction until this area here by closing below the breakaway gap. So if it could go higher, as I told, there is not even a single buying opportunity around that area. There was nothing over here. And then build this warrior block so beautifully around that area. I was thinking to take a sell from there to until this fake breakout, sorry, fake SMT. This is the fake SMT. Would started to take the partial around 1:1, hold my trade until to the top of this 1 minute unfinished business. Unfortunately, it didn't also give me the entry. If it could give me the entry, I could take a partial already. You can see 32 handle, 31 handles. Unfortunately, market didn't give me that. The fake SMT is going to be corrected, and I'm watching the market. Bad luck. 11,757. Can you guys imagine? I started with 37 subscriber. I started with 37 subscriber. Now it's 57. 20 people, new people who can be more than happy rather than me. I'm the most happiest person right now in this world. I got 20 new people. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us, for subscribing to our channel. Even though it's not 5 candle, but I'm not feeling good to take that entry right now, so I'm going to close it. So it's a day where the market not even a single time trigger me. Bad luck. 58. Come on. Remember the fake SMT? This all the fake SMTs. If you guys are using the SMT, which is a very strong and powerful tool, the SMT, try to use it in a right way. There is something called fake SMT, fake SMT. It was a fake SMT, and there is something called right SMT. For example, if I watch it like this way, like here, I'm not saying it is going to happen because it should fall until this gap. And if you watch this, this is called the right SMT over here because the weakest sister failed to clear the low, where the strongest sister has cleared that low. It's called the right SMT, and previously it was a fake SMT. Okay, you guys are using the SMT, try to use the right SMT and the fake SMT. It will help you a lot to understand the market in a very right way. 11,759 subscriber. Come on, man, what is happening? 59 subscriber, man. Come on. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry, desktop or laptop or mobile. What about challenge, man? If you would love to trade the challenge account, you can. You are, there is nothing wrong, right? Because it's absolutely okay. If you would love to trade the challenge account, you can go for that. Sachin, thank you, FL Trader. Thank you so much, man, for going to that mobile chat and bringing new people over here by saying to join us. Yeah, man, a lot of appreciation, and all other people for helping me a lot, for bringing new people over here. I really appreciate it, guys. Oh man, had a bad day. My didn't. Uh, However, guys, do you get the point over here? How to look for a trade in a very perfect way from a very perfect area with a very perfect logics. If there is no logic, there is no trade. There is a logic, there is a trade. Simple. It's not about the feelings. It's about the price action. The expectation is good, but price action should get the highest priority. Can you explain again SMT, good SMT and bad SMT? Okay, you are not my member, so you won't be able to see that. Let me let me explain it in a smaller way. Okay. First thing you will do, you will come to this daily chart. Okay, easy way. This is the easiest way. You will come to this daily chart for both Nasdaq, ES, and YM. Gonna exclude the YM, gonna skip ES and uh, NQ. In this chart, you can see this is the low over here, that same low is over here. This is that same low on the ES around this area. Okay, this low and that low are the same low. This is the low and this is the low are the same low. Which low is very near to this low? Nasdaq or ES? Anybody can tell that this is Nasdaq, that is very near to this low. That means when the market is falling, Nasdaq is stronger. She is the strongest sister. At the same time, if you take a closer look of this high and that high, which is over here, this high and that high, extend it to your right, you'll be able to see that this high never been cleared by the Nasdaq. At the same time, this high has been cleared by the ES so beautifully. That means while the market is going higher, ES is the much more stronger. She is the strongest sister. Market is falling, Nasdaq is the strongest sister. ES is, I mean, market is going higher, ES is the strongest sister. She is going to take the high, and when it is falling, she is going to take the low. It means if you are looking for an SMT from your lower time frame, right? You are in lower time frame. In your lower time frame, you have seen that while the market is going higher, which should take the high? ES. When the market is going to fall, which should take the low? NQ. What happened here? The weakest sister took the low. Or who should took the low? NQ should took the low. It should fail to take that low, but it has taken that low, but ES has failed to take that low. What does it mean? This is now your sell side liquidity. This low is going to be cleared. Why? Because this is the fake thing. Do you get the point? Same here. Look over there. This high has cleared over here. This high has cleared over here. Is there any SMT? No SMT. Is there any SMT here? No SMT there. But think like that way. ES has cleared that high. NQ has failed to clear that high. This is the SMT. At the same time, if you see NQ has cleared that high, but E-mini SMP or ES has failed to clear that high, that's called a fake SMT. Means this market will go back again to correct that fake SMT because it left a fake SMT over there. This is how you can look for the fake SMT and the real SMT. I don't have the opportunity to show you the fake SMT while the market went higher. If I had some, I could show some. Unfortunately, I don't have not even a single example. I can't show this to you. Next time I'll show the both way. But here, this is the way. Not hindsight. This is I have already told that. You got the point, brother. Who asked me that question? I from India, bro? No, I'm not from India. Unfortunately, I'm from Bangladesh, brother. Flip, did you got the reply, brother? Welcome to our channel. Thank you, Sophia, for welcoming new people. Wow, this is why I like to be in your stream. What was that, Gangjongpa? You are my member. Please watch that video or the live streaming I have done inside the members only area where I explained it in a detailed way. Please watch that video to understand the SMT in a very right way. Why I don't use the SMT. I love the SMT. SMT is one of the strongest PDRA or strongest confluences in this market, but unfortunately I have just one monitor right now, so I stopped using the SMT. But if you watch my execution on 2022 to 2023, which has been in our execution playlist, execution folder, you will see 99% trade I framed depending on that SMT. Every single trade is marked with the SMT. If there was no SMT, I wouldn't go for any trade. If there is an SMT, I would go for that trade. That was one kind of must happen thing over there. SMT, that is so much confident to take that entry if you have the SMT. Again, if you ask me where ICT talked about that, I won't be able to give you the reference because this is my observation. So I'm not clear that some of you can start to think that okay, ICT didn't say that, so he's rebranding his things. No, I'm not doing that. ICT told take my concepts, build it like yourself, the way it's going to help you. So I'm doing that. I'm just taking the information from him, and then I'm observing it. I'm trying to make it easier for me to understand. That's all, brother. Yes, but difficult to see. No, all you have to understand, when market is seeing you are marking any SMT, whenever you are marking any kind of SMT, any sort of SMT, just keep that in your mind. Just keep that in your mind. Are you marking the right SMT or you are marking the fake SMT? Because you have an idea what is happening on daily chart. Who is the strongest sister? Just keep that in your mind, brother. Should we expect good price action from now on? No, you should not expect that good price action from now on. I will expect the good price action. It's me only, my opinion. I'm gonna repeat this one more time. I will expect the good price action. Either this market has to touch this line here, then I will expect a good bullish price action, or this market has to touch this line over here, that line, to expect a good bearish price action. If it touch this line, I will expect a good price action, bearish price action. Before touching this line, if it go higher and touch that line, I will look for a good bullish price action. As long as this market is not confirming the direction, bearish or bullish direction, I'm not here. I'm looking for any sort of good price action, right? Until the confirmation. Okay. I hope it will make sense if you understand what I mean to say. If you're still confused, watch the first part of today's stream. You will understand what I mean to say. Or the Friday last hour. For the month, for the year, for the week, everywhere. It has to confirm the direction it's first. Then I will expect the good price action. Is this the same always with the two sisters, or does it change depending on higher time frame? SMT is always gonna happen like this too. But you have to have an idea with the YM as well, just to understand what is the bias of YM. So if you are looking for the bullish SMT and you are seeing that YM is extremely bullish, and you got all the information correct in depending with your what to say with the NQ and ES, you should believe on that SMT. The way I marked it as a target, don't do that. I marked it as a target because it was relatively equal lows. If this high was here somewhere, that could be the fake SMT, but that couldn't be my target. As it is relatively equal lows, I targeted it as a sell side liquidity and plus the fake SMT. But if it was not like that and this low is here somewhere, so there is no relatively equal lows, I wouldn't target the fake SMT as my target. I wouldn't do that. So it has to be the relatively equal lows as your target. If you ever would love to target something, that should be either relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. If there is no relatively equal highs, there is no relatively equal lows, there is no trade. I don't care whatever you have over there. Take SMT or higher time frame, your lower time frame, whatever it is. There is no liquidity, there is no trade. There is no end line, there is no trade. How to say that? Store, okay, I'll call you a historian. Historian, did you get the get the reply, brother? And thank you so much, guys, for being making it 11,763 subscriber. Thank you so much, guys. However, I think I'm done for today. I just missed all the trade today. I framed this buy over here. Market didn't give me the entry. This sell, I was not interested to take the sell. I didn't push the button over here. That was another selling opportunity, but I didn't push the button because my interest was not selling. My interest was only buying. Then I framed another buy over here. That also didn't trigger. I missed this buy again over there. Then and finally I framed another buy from here. That is also missing trade because market didn't give me the entry. After seeing all of these things, I decided to go for a sell for the last time, as well as it missed me and fall dramatically without me. So I framed 1, 2, 3, 4 trade today. None of them triggered, unfortunately. It's all the missing day today. So it's a missing day. My point is to understand when you should look for that buying opportunity, when you should look for the selling opportunity. Depending on that, you can take your decision in a right way. Thank you so much, guys. I will be back tomorrow. And until then, cheers, guys. And thank you so much again for all of you who have subscribed to our channel. Keep coming. I hope it's not gonna waste your time, and uh, you will be benefited from our live streaming. I have to go outside, guys. I'll be back tomorrow again. Okay. Until then, I'm just busy, a bit busy last few days, so I'm not active on Discord or anywhere else. I just managed the time so that I can do the stream over here. I came here, I did the stream, but now I have to go outside again. I'll be free from the next week. So until this week, I'll be available around the morning session only. If I get the time around the PM session, I'll of course cover the PM session through the Discord live. And of course, it's gonna be free. Whoever is interested to join, please join. I will request FL Trader Tamimi and Sophia to take care about our challenge, discipline challenge. Please take care of that, sister and brother. I'm just a bit busy. I can't manage the time for this. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you for being over here. Suzivan, Sophia, all of you. Thank you so much for being over here. Until the next time, those people who have some question, I'm so sorry guys. I have to go. See you tomorrow, guys. Until then, cheers.